All right. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Game 5. Ladies and gentlemen, the New York Knicks facing elimination for the first time in this series. Yeah. We didn't think we would be here, but here we are. The New York Knicks trail 3-1 in this series. And at this point, just win these games and see what happens. Or get sent home sad at home. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. I don't know if I want that. Not sure if you guys want that as well. But what I do know is that we're here for another play-by-play here live on KnicksFanTV, brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. It's your boy CK2K running the show here. Appreciate you guys for rocking with us for yet another one, and possibly could be our final one of the season, but I don't want to treat this as a goodbye. If we have to, we will do that at the end. But right now, I'm still going to call this, why not? Why not? We can see what happens one game at a time. But right now, Knicks' backs are against the wall. And we're going to see what happens, man. We're going to see what happens. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I don't think we are live on the Twitches. I will double check right now if we are live on Twitch. Shout out to TwitchFamTV. Let me check. Are we live over there as well? We are! TwitchFanTV! Back from the ashes, man. We didn't have you last game, but we have you this game. Let me pull up the chat so I can see both in the conversations, man. Give some love, show some love. Shout out to Frank White over on TwitchFanTV. Brimma said do or die, amen. Game Under said one game at a time, amen. Facts, man, this team plays its best when its back is against the wall. There are still fans who choose to fan, and I respect that. I'm right there with y'all. And shout out to my mods and members over on YouTube. John Global, Lou Boogie, Russell Winsky, Whitaker Wright, J. Cole, Father Peace, Patrice 2020, Frank White over on this side as well. Eddie Suarez above the rim. John Talento, NYC B-Ball 08, Dimitri, Rico World Peace. Shout out to my mods and members. Rafael DeLuna, Ron C, Jet Life. I think I got all my mods and members that I see. GOT, Pats Nation, Ty 73. I think I got all my mods. Nanga Iboko. Every time I say it, I see a new one. Lou Bang 718. And now, Ant Banks. What's up, Ant Banks? Appreciate you, dog. And now I think I got all my mods and members there. Yep, Ant, I see you. Black LaRock in the building. Mr. Dones, Flow 174. And now I think I got all my mods and members. Shout out to everybody else in between as well. Big Eddie, Fisher, Hunter, 3-4 to win, NYK, Jens the Groot, Nicholas Martinez, Jimmy UCLA, KG 7 full, Mambarina, Eric Goldstein. Shout out to LD with a $2 super, first one of the day. Cat 40 points, 20 rebounds, 20 assists, 20 blocks, 20 steals. It's time, LD. Out the guns. Crazy. Pats Nation said, let's make history. I'm with that. 500 yen from Black LaRock said, shout me out. I need a soundbite. Go Knicks Banzai. Shout out to Black LaRock. Taka Atsu, I see you. I'm going to cheer my heart out for the Knicks. Yeah. Amen. One game at a time. Real Talk Radio LLC said, believe it or not, New York has only lost by an average of about 5 points this whole series. We play defense, protect, and move the ball. We're winning this game, CK. Look, man, what's the point of cheering for a loss? You know what I mean? I'm here to cheer for a win and hope for the best, one game at a time. I simply see it as a 3-game win streak. That's how I see it. And I think we can get a 3-game win streak against this team if we decide to actually show up. That's the big key. The biggest key is deciding to actually show up and playing and not just going through the motions like we did the last game and the first 2 games. We decided to show up and play this team, maybe. Anything can happen. But if we just, a lot of the same that we saw, especially in that last game in Indiana, season's wrap. But let's see how the Knicks feel, man. Do they want to keep going? Do they want to keep going or not? I'm going to cheer for them regardless. It's your boy CK2K. You see my picks right in front of you. All this brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, as you already know. Unfortunately, we are stuck on TNT still, but it is what it is. I hear myself. Shut up, me. All right. And forgive me if for my negatives out there, my so-called Knicks fans that want to be negative. If you are ignored throughout this stream, my apologies. But positive vibes today, one way or another. Knicks win the tip, and away we go. Mikal Bridges, Brunson, Anunoby, Robinson, and Towns. Brunson with the floater, and that is exactly how you want to see this team start things off. Eddie Gutierrez said, great season at that. CK, amen. Samuel Ramos, what up, CK? One game at a time, Knicks life forever, amen. And Miles Turner losing his handle, travels there, so a good first possession defensively for the New York Knicks, getting a stop. You can hear the Garden crowd hoping in desperation for something magical by the New York Knicks. We shall see, man. We shall see. Let's go Knicks loud in the crowd. How many we got in the chat, man? We are right on pace. We're already at 400 in the first quarter, which has been the theme of this series. So we appreciate you guys for rocking with us, supporting the team. Brunson off the drive. He goes to the baseline for a jumper. And look, as you can see, I'm looking for a big Jalen Brunson game. They're going to talk about you anyways. Let them fly, JB. They're going to complain one way or another. It's all his fault, according to Knicks fans. Let that thing fly. Steal there from OG Anunoby. Anunoby to Bridges. Bridges, spin move, loses the handle. Can't get it together. Finds Towns for an open three. And Towns in and out. Robinson fights for it. Can't get it. Out of bounds for the Knicks. Knicks 4-0. And Knicks fans don't believe it. Now, Tom Thibodeau, golly, they did not have to do tips like that. But, sometimes those records are good for us. Actually, the Knicks win the tip, by the way, so it's going to be Knicks ball with 13 seconds remaining. Brunson picked up by Neesmith. Brunson, who has done most of the work here. He goes up for a tough shot. A lot of contact. Doesn't matter. Brunson off to a hot start. Mom Marina, $5 super set. Thanks for play-by-play. No, thank you guys for rocking with us. B. Mill said, let's hope to go back to Indy. Amen. Miles Turner firing from three. That one goes down. Pacers needed that as the New York Knicks started off hot. Brunson hands it over to Anunoby. Anunoby finding Bridges. Bridges picks up his dribble with nowhere to go, but he finds Robinson at the top. Robinson, again, nowhere to go. Hands it off to Brunson. Screen set. Robinson lob, and Robinson finish. Jalen Brunson starting off with the energy we've been looking for the last game. And great read of the switch there. Turner losing the handle. He hands it over to Siakam. Siakam back to Nembhard. Nembhard looking for the screen. Nembhard pushing off. He was wide open, doesn't shoot it. Siakam shoots it over the smaller Brunson. That's no good. And the Pacers starting off settling for threes. Mikal Bridges now picked up by Tyrese Halliburton. He leads it to Anunoby, who has the smaller Nembhard on him, draws some contact, will throw it up, can't get it to fall, and OG Anunoby going to the line for 2 free throws. Well, the New York Knicks playing with the energy we've been asking for the last few nights. They're waiting until their backs are against the wall. The Knicks, they made it clear they want to make history. And I'll tell you what, coming back from a 3-1 deficit is definitely going to be making history. It hasn't been done since in 16 years. Last one to do was LeBron James and the Cavaliers. So, I mean, we don't include the bubble. I mean, we could talk about the pandemic here, but we don't talk about that. Technically, last time it happened was in the bubble playoffs, but in the non-COVID seasons, it's been 16 years. What up? I'm watching. I see Rare Edition. Let's go. Great energy to start. I completely agree, man. Urgency, D. Tyler. Yep. One at a time. JB with the good defense on Siakam. Crazy, right? 1-for-1 hitting Mitch. Cut to the basket. That's good. Yep. One game at a time. Defend the three. That's all it comes down to, man. Defense, man. Defense. Yeah, 16 years, not including 2020. Last time it happened was, yeah, LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah. Right? Math? That's what they said. That's not 16 years. If we're mathing, that's not 16 years. Hold on. That stat does not make sense. I'm going off of the ESPN stat, but I'm not buying it. That 16 years does not make sense to me. Let me double check. We're gonna do some cyber sleuthing. Hold on. Because 16 years does not add up. Because then the Cavs and the you know what? It might have been 16 years since it's been done in the Eastern Conference Finals. Somebody lying, bro. That stat doesn't sound right. Yeah, last time, the most recent instance of a team coming back from 3-1 deficit in the Eastern Conference playoffs was the 2003 Eastern Conference round between Detroit and Orlando. That's not 16. That's 22 years. Let me see. Last Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, that stat don't make sense to me, man. Yeah. Eastern Conference is even longer. Last time someone did do it was 1981. Yeah. So what the hell? What? ESPN just be talking, bro. That's why I'm be watching ESPN. That's 3-1 comeback in NBA playoffs. Let's see. Yeah, 2020 by the Nuggets. Yeah, we talked about that. But what happened? What was time before that? Yeah, we talked about that one. But there was one 2016. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's not 16 years, bro. That's 9 years ago. So maybe it was 2016. Maybe I read it wrong. Yeah. So I had the facts right. I just had the year amount wrong. Yeah, 2016 was the last time it happened. And then obviously the one I mentioned that doesn't count in the bubble was the Denver Nuggets. Remember that one against the Utah Jazz? Well, no, it was Denver and Utah that both did it. Denver did it to both Utah and the Clippers. Brother, that pandemic playoffs, it felt like a fever dream where I barely even forgot it. It was either I remember the Utah and Denver. No, Denver did it twice in the same playoffs. They did it against Utah, then they did it against the Clippers. Brother, wake up, CK. Wake the heck up, CK. But yeah, last time it happened, 2016, Cleveland Cavaliers beating the Golden State Warriors in the finals when they were trailing 1-3. But the last time it happened in the Eastern Conference Finals, we just read that, 1981. If you want to get specific. Golly. Game Hunter said ESPN began their stats from ChatGPT. Yeah, 9 years is the last time it has happened, not including 2020 when it happened twice, both by Denver Nuggets. Either way, man, one game at a time, bro. I'm trying to get statistical here. F all that. Just win each game. 3-game win streak. We can get it done. Pascal Siakam fadeaway jumper right over Karl Anthony Towns. 5-10 is the score. Brunson picked up by Aaron Nesmith here. Both teams with their starting five still out. Bridges looking for the screen. Bridges goes right after Turner. Bridges off the dribble. Hard pass out to Towns. Towns goes right after Siakam. After Siakam hit him with the fadeaway. That's no good. Rebounded by Siakam. Pacers now trying to get themselves back on track, and that's the best way to do it when you leave players wide open. Nesmith open for three. No good. Nembhard passing up the open lane for the wide open three, and neither shot goes down. Knicks still holding on to a 5-point lead. Brunson using the screen. Nesmith just falling and flopping all over the place. They do call the foul. Brunson now trying to figure it out. That was on his bad ankle. Looks like he's going to be okay stretching it out. Reaches his hands out, and he's going to be back up. What up, Magic? Bro, that man Aaron Nesmith is always on the floor. Always on the floor, bro. Always on the floor, bro. OG Anunoby inbound to Mitchell Robinson. Finds Cat, who's picked up by Siakam. Cat extra pass, and that's going to be no good. Deflected and turned over. Here comes the Pacers trying to find their groove, as mentioned earlier. 5-point game. Turner with the fake. Bridges recovering on Halliburton. Bridges got a lot of ridicule after game 4. A lot of it possibly deserved with the way that he was unfortunately playing on both sides of the floor. Defensively, a little weak. Again, a lot of that I agree was not his fault. There's people who saw that. But offensively, got to make your shots. And Mikal Bridges did not do that well at all. He had 17 points off of a terrible field goal shoot percentage. Can't have that again here tonight. Brunson missing that floater there. Siakam picked up by Towns. Siakam looking to start it over. Siakam fadeaway jumper over Towns. That one no good. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Towns. I'm going to stop making that face because, we just got to expect them at this point, bro. We just got to expect these calls at this point. That time of all time, too. Let me see what Towns did on that. Oh, these little wellness shots, boy. I tell you what. Golly. Grassy. Siakam missing the first free throw, though. We like that. We like that. Margaret says that Towns needs to stop fouling so much. No cheap fouls, please, Cat. Need him to lock in. Yeah, that foul I don't understand, though. I can't put that one on Towns. I didn't see the replay. Don't think that was a foul on Towns, but whatever. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I didn't really see it, but. He said, did he just drink his vape? No. I have these wellness shots that I take every day. I had it sitting here and I haven't taken it yet, so I just took it. Very grassy, bro. Mikal Bridges, great extra pass to Robinson. Robinson trying to get it back to Bridges. Bridges able to corral it. He has Halliburton on his hip, and Bridges having a hard time keeping his dribble together here today. Gets it back and gets it to fall. Bridges starting off okay. We need that first shot. And here comes Siakam going right after Bridges. Bridges standing his ground. Siakam with the nice floater. That's no good. Tipped up by Nembhard. No good. Tipped out by the Knicks. No, they're going to say it's out on Shepherd. And Shepherd not arguing it. Knicks get the inbound. Bridges now bringing the ball up. Brunson finding Bridges. Bridges setting or a screen set there from Robinson. Bridges on the drive there. That's blocked by Turner. That has been a thing that we've seen several times in this series. Bridges getting swatted away at the rim by Miles Turner. Tyrese Halliburton picked up by Brunson. Halliburton trying to get something up there. A little bit of contact. Referee's not going to call it. Rebounded by Towns and the Knicks. Getting another stop, but only looking at a 3-point lead. Here comes OG with the spin. OG now, he blows the layup as well. Wingstop starting off kind of questionable from around the rim. We saw Bridges just not getting blocked and OG just throwing it off of the backboard. They was trying to argue that there was a foul there, but it looked like he just missed it. John Global, $2 super set. CK, thanks for all your hard work. We got this. Appreciate you, man. And yes, amen. One game at a time. 3-game win streak. Let's get it. OG Anunoby looking for the screen. Anunoby step back 3. That's in and out. No good. Rebounded by Turner. Here comes Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton thinks about it. He's going to, oh my goodness. Not a smart foul there from OG. Why would OG reach in there? You got beat. Halliburton wasn't even set on that second shot. Let him shoot it. Not a smart decision there from OG Anunoby. And we don't typically say that about OG on the defensive end. Now here comes Halliburton with 3 free throws, an opportunity to tie this game up. Halliburton, who had a masterful game 4. Hate him or love him, but triple-double, no turnovers, 4 steals on the night. Halliburton, great game in game 4. We can't let that happen again here, but we'll see, man. Yeah, man, shout out to Genergy. She said hit that like button. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, people. We appreciate you here on KnicksFanTV. Cyber Chaos, you are not delusional. You're just a Knicks fan that chooses to believe, and I respect that from you. Why not? Go out swinging as opposed to just accepting your fate. Why not? Why not? Who knows? Bridges extra pass. Towns wide open for the corner three, right over over Obi Toppin. Wrong O name. And Towns gives the Knicks the 4-point lead. We saw Halliburton, by the way, miss one of the 3 free throws. Knicks getting a stop there. Brunson going the other way. Brunson fakes the shot. He finds Towns. Towns likes where he's going. He has the easiest layup of the game. And the New York Knicks right now on a run. Back to a 6-point game. Hart was getting ready to check in. Tibbs said go sit down. Nembhard with the fadeaway jumper. That one goes down. Back to a 4-point game. Brunson thinks about it, but keeps his dribble. Brunson with some space, but elects to not shoot the shot. I like that instead. He has a great matchup there. Pulls the 3 ball right in the face of Miles Turner. And the New York Knicks refuse to go out in the Garden. And Anunoby staying strong with Nembhard. Shepard finding Toppin. Toppin back to Nembhard. Nembhard picked up by Anunoby. Toppin picked up by Towns. Toppin back over to Halliburton. Halliburton trying to dictate the traffic. 4 seconds remain on the shot clock. Halliburton firing up a wild shot. Those are right to Robinson. And the Knicks now looking to extend the lead even further. Brunson with Shepard on him. He thinks he has space, and he in fact does. And Jalen Brunson, the captain, putting in work. Phenomenal quarter thus far with still 4 minutes and 23 seconds left. And Jalen Brunson is leading the charge. 12 points, 5 for 6. And the New York Knicks up 23-13. Exactly the kind of energy you need to use in front of a Garden crowd like this instead of just letting the other team dictate how the pace should go. The New York Knicks using their home court advantage, and they look like the aggressors here. But the question is, can they stay this way for all 4 quarters? Starts here tonight. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got 700 in the building for this elimination game 5. I have to keep remembering this. Knicks lose this, it's a wrap. It's an elimination game. Doesn't feel like one, man. It is one. And again, it probably will feel like one once again in the second half because that's just the trend that we've been on. But it doesn't feel like one, man. Right now, it feels like the Knicks right now are playing the way we've been asking them to play all series long. Rare Edition said, if we keep playing methodically like this, yes, CK. Yep. K-Dot says, we came to play. We sure did, finally, right? Shout out to Jamaica Queens, my boy. What up, Queens? Hope you're good, brother. JC said, look, easy effing points. Who could imagine, man? I see some people in the chat not happy with Brunson getting the brunt of the shots. Look, man, I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm typically team move the ball, all that. Man, look. Man, look, you're damn if you do, you're damn if you don't. Jalen Brunson been getting killed on social media the last few nights. At this point, let him fly, dog. What we got to lose, man? See, according to a lot of Knicks fans anyway, season's over, right? Go out swinging, JB. I am not mad at it. Shot is hitting today, 5 for 6. And the thing is, for me, the shot selection has not even been as raggedy as we have seen in some of those games. Look, it is what it is. I trust my captain. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Knicks up right now by 10. Shout out to Mark with the $10 super. You think JB doesn't know what people in sports media were saying about him being a liability? Either way, he's shutting all their silly family show mouths up. Yep. Nah, man, let that thing fly, bro. Let that thing fly. Nothing for us so far. I feel like the shots have been good, and I ain't tripping, bro. Game Hunter said, give us 3 more quarters of this. Amen. Bam Bam said it's hilarious how Triple H was there for game 4. Yeah, Triple H was there. Of course, Pat McAfee was there. Y'all heard all that going on. So, you know, some WWE ties with that one in game 4. We already know the storyline between Brunson and Halliburton from WWE. So making its way to the NBA Eastern Conference Finals is pretty funny. Ric Flair said Knicks in 7, CK. I love that energy, man. I love the energy, bro. Jalen Brunson, captain, clutch. Amen, El Dentastico. Yeah, man. He getting killed either way. Let that thing fly, bro. Let that thing fly. They're going to say he either wasn't aggressive or that he's shooting too much. It's not going to be – that's the burden it takes when you're number one on a team. So if I'm JB, bro, backs on the wall, backs against the wall, my shot's hitting right now, shoot the damn ball. I ain't tripping with it, bro. My eyes are more on what is this man, Tom Thibodeau, going to do with these rotations today. Did he learn his lesson, or is he going to try and do the same BS that he did in game 4? That being said, Hart has checked into the game. So has Deuce. We got no – oh, no, Mitch Robinson's right there. TJ McConnell with a tough take there. He can't get the fall. Tony Bradley with the gimme. He can't get to fall. It's going to be deflected out of bounds by the Knicks, so it's still Pacers ball with 13 to go. A gimme for Bradley. He won't get it to go down. Knicks still looking at a 10-point lead. Knicks need to extend this one, take all the life away from them. Deuce McBride doing a great job neutralizing Obi, forcing him to make these at the free throw line. First foul by Deuce McBride. Yeah, what is happening there? Looking at it again, so all of a sudden Hart decided he wanted to pick up Halliburton when obviously Halliburton has been Mikal Bridges' assignment the entire game. So then he leaves Obi Toppin wide open. There's no discussion there. Stay on your man, Hart. It's not a conversation. All of a sudden you say, no, I got Halliburton. No, you don't. That's not your matchup. What are we doing? What are we doing, man? But those are the things that can kill us in this game. Those are the moments that can kill us in this game. Brunson with the ball, finding Mikal Bridges. Bridges looking to try and feed the right wing, but we're waiting for the play to break down. Brunson gets open off of a few screens, but then quick recovery by Shepherd. Now Halliburton in front of him. Brunson trying to back him down. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Brunson, another fadeaway jumper, gets the bounce, and it's good. And Jalen Brunson taking it upon himself to put this Pacers team and force them to win in Indiana. 10-point game. TJ McConnell back to Shepherd. Shepherd over to Halliburton. Halliburton extra pass to Shepherd. Shepherd step back. Instead goes to the open TJ McConnell. McConnell takes a lot of time, and he needed it because he gets the big three to fall. The Pacers have not been shooting great from the three-point line in this first quarter, but that one goes down. 7-point game. Bridges once again bringing the ball up the court. Back to Brunson. A little bit of off the ball, but not for very long. Brunson trying to use the screens that he can get. Cross-court pass from Hart. Luckily, it gets to McBride. McBride in the corner with 4 seconds on the shot clock. McBride thinks about shooting it. He will. Great defense from McConnell, and the Pacers going the other way. McBride didn't look like he was necessarily sure where he was going to go with it there. Great defense. McBride sticking with them. Hart now guarding Toppin. Toppin to McConnell, who's wide open. Great switch again by the Knicks. Knicks doing a great job here with the switches. Shepherd left open. Shepherd going for a floater. The New York Knicks defensively looked phenomenal in that situation. Beautiful switching by the New York Knicks. Mikal Bridges and Deuce McBride with some extra movement, but a big dunk off of the pass from Hart. Mitchell Robinson. Back to a 9-point game, 12-4 points in the paint-wise. Obi Toppin left open. McBride gets in his face. Mind you, Obi Toppin has only hit 1 3 in this entire series, and it had to be the most painful of all of his threes. Brunson steps into a 3-ball. That one's going to be short. Heat check. JB has yet to miss many shots in this quarter. That's his second one. Toppin losing his handle again. And they're going to say it's Knicks ball when the Pacers are literally running the other way knowing it's off of them. No, the other referee saying, no, that's Knicks ball. So it is going to be Knicks ball. I just don't understand how hard is it for the New York Knicks to just do the same thing again. Like, I hoop as a hooper, like, you find out something that works against a team that you see regularly, you tend to do it every single time, and when they adjust, you find ways to go around the adjustments. I feel like the Knicks pick and choose when they want to stay aggressive defensively. I don't understand that. I don't understand why we do that. Makes no sense to me, man. Yeah, Gucci Mane ref definitely got it wrong, Allen. I don't know, but that being said, the Knicks defense this quarter has been probably the best it's looked since game 3. Bridges steps into a 3, trying to get a second one, but that one won't go down. 9-point game still. McConnell finding Siakam. Siakam with the floater, gets it to fall. And 2027, also another big key of this one, the referees letting the teams play, which is a very great sight. Typically, the Knicks tend to be the better team because we are a more physical team. But now Brunson picks up his dribble. Brunson gets the layup to fall, can't get it. And now Siakam rebound. Pacers trying to respond here. McCollum back to Shepherd. Shepherd with a great fake. He goes over to McConnell. McConnell won't shoot the three. They had two options. Neither of them are attempted. McConnell finding Siakam. Siakam back over to Mathurin. Mathurin at the top. Big three there, and it goes down. 4-point game. Bending Mathurin having his best game of the series in game 4. K-Dot said we got to keep pounding. Yeah, man. Bridges using the screen. Bridges going all the way. Bridges back out to Deuce. Deuce on the drive. Deuce thinks about it. Hart wide open. Hart for three. In and out. And here come the Pacers with an opportunity to bring it to a one possession game. I almost said a 1-point game. I mean, they could bring it to a 1-point game if they make a three here. 16 seconds remain in this first quarter. McConnell using the screen. McConnell has an opportunity. Instead, he gets it to Mathurin. Mathurin picked up by Hart. Hart with a big three, and that's going to be short. Rebounded by Bridges. Bridges with not much time. He heaves from half court, and that one far right. And the Knicks come away with the first quarter, 27-23. And the Pacers upset about something. McConnell predominantly upset about something. Yo, Tony Bradley got away with a crazy holding foul just now, but the referee's also letting Hart get away with one there. And look at Brunson with the veteran plays. Mathurin trying to complain about it, but Mathurin will get the last laugh after making the big three. But the New York Knicks up by 4, man. Knicks playing a lot better defensively in this one, but still a tight margin, a 4-point game. Knicks in the lead. We say it all the time. We want to see a full 4 quarters of this. And that's the issue with the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks probably in these playoffs have had 2 solid full 48 games. And you know what? 1.5. I can't even give that second game the credit. So we need it, man. We need it. John Global said Mikal needs to hit his damn looks. Same with Hart. Yeah. Mikal Bridges needs a shot to go down. But defensively, at least we're getting a better version of Mikal here tonight. Hopefully the shot will follow as well. Let's walk them down, Knicks. 1 game at a time. Shout out to Will Murphy. Facts. B. Mills said, got to stay close on these pick and rolls. Stop being so soft on them. Facts. Frank says, I don't like how we ended that. I don't either. Pacers found a little bit of a groove down the stretch there. And the defense, I don't mean to keep beating on a dead horse, but the defense did start to slack a little bit once Hart had checked into the game. But, hopefully they'll get that figured out. Freeway Hustler with the $2 super said, Josh in the game. That lead is in trouble. Tragic. Let me see. Did I miss any other supers? I know I got Marks. I got John Global with the thanks. Appreciate you, man. Mambarina with the $5 super said thank you. Yep. Appreciate you, John. Appreciate you, Mambarina, for the love. I didn't get John Global's $5 super. He said all this JB slander is insanity. We were the laughing stock of the NBA for decades. He is exactly what we have been waiting for. Yeah, man. I think I got everybody. Yep, that's all the super chats. We're sitting at almost 900 after 1 quarter of play. Been a theme. Cynthia W. Great point. Cynthia says, CK, what's your opinion? JB doesn't feed Towns very much. I feel that JB doesn't trust him, and this is not just in this game. Yeah, facts. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I'm giving it that first season pass. I'm not really looking too much into it right now, but it definitely is very apparent. We'll see how it goes next year in their second year together, if Towns is still here, because I know there's the rumors out there about that. But Yeah, it is weird. It's very odd. It is very odd. Yeah, there's a lot of times where you see him go to Hart before he goes to any of the other scoring options like OG or Towns or even Bridges sometimes. Very interesting. Eddie Martin said Rick Carlisle is a great coach, CK. His substitutions are so on point. Yeah, he knows how to use his team, man. Carlisle's coached for decades, man. Not even an exaggeration. And he has done a good job at adapting to the times. Got to give him credit, for sure. Right now, Knicks holding on to a 4-point lead. And look who was checked into the game early here in this second quarter. We got DeLon Wright and Landry Shamet. Interesting lineup here from Tom Thibodeau with Wright, Shamet, Deuce, and Hart, along with Towns. Towns trying to get one go with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. He fires it off just in time. And Towns trying to continue where he left off. Great bucket there as the Knicks now with a 6-point lead. And there's a big three there, rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Siakam trying to put the moves on Shamet. Big shot. No good. Oh, it is going to go down. TJ McConnell gets it to fall. And now here's DeLon Wright. This is an interesting lineup. I don't know how I feel about, like, if you're going to put Shamet and DeLon out there, I don't want Hart on the floor. I want an OG out there. I want, I'll even take a Bridges out there. I don't know how I feel about this defensively. DeLon Wright left wide open for three. That's going to be far right. This is an interesting lineup by Tom Thibodeau. I don't know how I feel about this five. I don't know. Siakam with the rock, though. Siakam finding McConnell. McConnell to Obi Toppin. Toppin for a big three. Again, he continues to struggle from the three-point line, helping Knicks out. But the Knicks need to score on this possession down. Landry Shamet fakes it. Shamet back to Towns. Towns, who got the first bucket of this quarter, doing exactly that. And the and one for Karl Anthony Towns. Towns, I'm telling you, he's finally realizing a little bit late that nobody on this team can really guard him. I'm going to need him to stop wrapping up and grabbing folks on these drives, though. You strong enough without it, Cat. But Towns gets it to fall regardless. Towns still holding on to that left knee. He was questionable to even be playing in this one. But we're seeing him give it a go. Towns to the line for the and one. Tasco said, I feel I'm losing my voice already. Frank said, I feel the same way. Hart, for whatever reason, has been awful on defense. Yeah, but we'll see. We got time. Oh, Shamet, though. Shamet. Oh, nice little play there. They got away with one right there, but we're going to keep it moving. Honestly, no gripes so far from me from the referees. I know you guys might disagree. And Obi Toppin finally gets one to fall. Gets right past the smaller DeLon Wright. 27-32, 5-point game. And oh, my goodness, Deuce throws it away. Shamet tried to save it, but steps out of bounds. Turnover by the Knicks. And it's still a 5-point game with 9:35 remaining. Diesel says, so long as Towns stops trying to hold players' hands and arms, we good. Exactly. I need him to take that out of his driving game. And speaking of driving, Obi Toppin blows right past a combination of Towns and Wright. And now here comes Towns showing some weakness on that injured knee. Towns trying to tough it out and play through it, but he's playing one-legged here tonight. Deuce McBride picked up by McConnell. McBride on the drive. McBride, extra pass to Shamet, extra pass to Hart. One more. DeLon Wright, who missed one from there earlier, misses the second one there. But look at Towns with the big shot. Towns cooking in the paint. Grimacing and not feeling great, but still playing tough. But defensively is where the issue is going to be. He throws out to Siakam wide open for a three, and that one's going to fall over Josh Hart. Yeah, these matchups defensively for us do not work in our favor. And here, right, see, OG and Anobi about to check in. I'm assuming, though, OG is going to probably check in for, like, Shamet or DeLon Wright. No way he takes out Josh Hart, even though I feel like he is the defensive issue in this five. Wright finding Towns. Towns with the perfect matchup. Just him and Siakam. Double team on its way over by Shepard. Shepard does a great job putting it away. And Deuce McBride responds, though, with a big three off of the pass from Towns. 5-point game, 37-32. Siakam now trying to go right after the injured Karl Anthony Towns, but Towns doing a great job standing his ground. Now Towns guarding Toppin. Toppin going for a wild shot. That's no good. Really trying to make it look like he was pushed, but there was really no contact. Hart going all the way right into Mathurin and one. Welcome to the game, Josh Hart. Josh Hart, he will give you one of those a game. I wish it was more, because when Josh Hart goes downhill, he's a solid player. Just doesn't do it consistently enough. Yeah, Obi Toppin really tried to sell some nothingness there. And the Knicks make him pay. Mathurin reaching in early. Oh, yeah, he hugged him before the take. Five-minute apiece at TNT's Glaze is disgusting, to be honest. Yeah, that's raggedy, bro. Frank said, why does Hart always leave his man open? We debunked the conspiracy, Frank White. We know why he always leaves his man open, because they're hunting for the rebounds. When he's out there looking for those boards, tends to leave a guy wide open. K-Dot said, your scoreboard scares me. Why? Why does it scare you? Because it's delayed? 40-32. Yeah, for once, I'm slightly ahead of the scare. Well, this is the second game in a row. I'm slightly ahead of the scoreboard. And one free throw goes down from Hart, by the way. It's 40-32. OG Anunoby can't catch his balance. He's going to foul Siakam. That's going to be the second one. And now Anunoby, too. He's dealing with a little bit of health issues, as well as Towns. Knicks trying to hobble their way into making history and going into the next round, the NBA Finals. But one game at a time, man. Ben Mathurin with a big take there. Can't get to fall. Hart with a great rebound. Hart now looking around. He's picked up by Siakam. He finds Towns. Towns wasn't close enough, but Towns just goes right at Siakam and gets, he doesn't get it to fall. Rebounded by Siakam. Knicks going the other way. McCollum finding Neesmith. Neesmith back to Siakam. Siakam for a big three. Siakam no good. And great box out from Hart. Josh Hart boxing it out, deflects it to Towns, and now Hart bringing the ball up here. So Deuce is the one that got. Why did Deuce get subbed out? I'm looking at the line. I just realized that he took Deuce out. What did Deuce? Yo, Tibbs. Oh my God. Peace and love to Shamit. Peace and love to Shamit. Look, I'm glad Shamit's getting minutes, but why are we taking Deuce out? What the hell did he do to get taken out? He even take any bad shots to do nothing wrong. What did Deuce do? 1 for 2 from the field. I'm just realizing that it was Deuce that got checked out. Did I miss something, chat? He said CKY asked. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. What am I talking about? You're right. I know the answer. I know the answer, and I'm looking for a different answer, but I know what the answer is. You're right. You're right, KG. My fault. Why ask? You're right. No, you're right. Stupid question. You're right. You're right. You're right. No, y'all right, JC, Dev. Y'all right. My fault. You're right. Stupid question. Very dumb question. I should know. Like, shout out to Shamit. I'm glad Shamit's getting minutes. Shamit should continue to get minutes. But in an instance like this, where you want to bring OG back into the lineup, you take Deuce out? Huh? Anyways, we move. This is why I'm telling y'all. This is why I tell y'all. I feel like Deuce ain't gonna be here very long, bro. As great as he is, and as much as we love him, unless Tom Thibodeau gets the boot, the way that this man be for no reason treating Deuce McBride blows my mind, man. Anyways, $5 super from Mark said Deuce definitely has some sort of illness or injury. No other explanation. They're just not disclosing it so Pacers don't abuse it. No other explanation. Yeah, absolutely no other explanation, Mark. There's none. No other possible explanation. None. You could be on to something. But right, Cynthia. Must be the hamstring. Must be something, right? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Dude's getting no opportunity to get any kind of groove. I don't get it. As Ben said, no other good explanation, right? El Dantastico said, let's go, Knicks. Thank you, Kofi. Appreciate you, man. McBride contract is so busted. Trading him would make no sense. Brother is getting paid crackers for real. I did feel bad for bro. Mom Black Nolan, it's more of he would be a part of a deal. I don't think we're going to straight up trade him, but I definitely think he's going to get that Grimes part of some other deal to get somebody else that Tibbs wants. See, First Lady of Sports, I get that, but the height difference between Deuce and Landry Shamet is not that great. I don't know. I just don't like it. And I'm pro Shamet. I'm just saying we get a lot more from Deuce McBride right now than Shamet, and that's peace and love because we get both sides of the floor from Landry Shamet, from Deuce McBride. So I'm keeping him out there right now because defense is what we need to maintain. I ain't really tripping about offense right now, so it just doesn't make sense to take him out. John Global said, appreciate you for the $2 super. Maybe he took Deuce out to run him with JB off ball. That's wishful thinking. And there goes Nembhard with a nice mid-ranger. Nembhard has been a steady player for this team all series long. Another one going down. DeLon Wright bringing it up, finding Landry Shamet. Shamet back to OG. OG picked up by Nesmith. Oh, OG goes right by Nesmith, but Nesmith with a big block. Wide open Shamet. Shamet said, CK, this is why I'm out here. Big shots. And Landry Shamet, don't trip, brother. I'm a fan. I'm just trying to understand the rotation. That's all. I ain't mad at you, Shamet. Get your money, brother. Shamet with the good defense there. Nesmith trying to get past them. Right now, the defense by the Knicks has been solid. And look at Shamet fighting through these screens. Nembhard trying to shoot a wild one there. No good. And Landry Shamet, he said, say what about me and my two-way play? And look at Karl Anthony Towns. Strong take and the bucket. Here come the New York Knicks, 45-34. And Towns, look, this is what it's like for Towns to get foul calls like a superstar. That's not a common thing that we get to see as Knicks fans. All year long, Towns has been treated like a damn rookie from officials, but not here today, at least not in this first half. Another strong take from Towns and a big make. Shout out to DeLon Wright as Jalen Brunson checks back into the game. Big free throw coming up from Karl Anthony Towns. Right with that assist, though. Right always makes the right play, man. And Towns with the big free throw. Now it's a 12-point game, 46-34. The New York Knicks, man, looking like the home court team here today. Knicks can't think of this as a series. They got to just think of this as one game at a time, and wide open Nesmith for three, and he misses it. Knicks looking to extend here. Brunson picked up by Nesmith. Brunson going all the way. Instead, he will keep it. He was looking to go to Shamet, but does not go to Shamet. He'll try to go to Anunoby. He will with the smaller matchup. He goes up and blocks himself at the rim, but he will recover. OG Anunoby with the floater. Lead pass there to Nesmith. Nesmith picked up by Hart. He shoots it right over Hart again with the miss. The New York Knicks right now doing a great job. And they're going to call. What are they going to call? What's the foul on Brunson? Oh, the foul's on Shamet. I was going to say, what did Brunson do? Yeah, Shamet with the moving screen there. I actually have no argument with that. You can see Shamet. You got to stand up straight. If you get beat, you get beat. Shamet trying to move his right leg to get the screen to no avail. Offensive foul. And here comes Neesmith with the take. No, Neesmith decides not to shoot it. Goes to Toppin. Toppin back to Halliburton. Halliburton with a quiet game thus far. Toppin back to Halliburton. Halliburton thought about shooting it. Instead, fakes it over to Turner. Turner now going right after Towns. Towns with some good defense, and Turner gets the bounce. And a 12-point game again. The officiating tonight been a lot better. Both sides, I would say. I honestly would say that it's probably teetered a little bit towards the Knicks tonight, but you know what? Damn it, we deserve it for once. They're at 48-36. Hart finding Brunson. Brunson gets a screen from Towns back to Hart. Hart going all the way. Hart gets the finish. And Josh Hart arguing with Gucci Mane ref that it should have been a foul. But regardless, he makes the layup. 14-point lead for the Knicks, 50-36. Halliburton thinks about it. Halliburton's going to get a big shot. And Shamet gets hit with another moving screen. No, it's going to be a moving screen on Turner. And Shamet right now cooking. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Miles Turner. Miles Turner trying to act like it wasn't supposed to be a screen, but we saw you get in position, buddy. Moving screen in third personal for Turner. He's going to be done for the half. Landry Shamet. You know what? Maybe Tibbs did do a smart thing, even though I still don't agree with Deuce not playing much. But hey, Shamet doing a great job with his minutes. Lead pass there a little too strong from Towns and leads to a turnover. So Shamet's sacrifice was for nothing.
Tragic.
He said, let's go, Shamet. He's cooking and then going to get taken out. Cat just had to come back to the home of the bodega. Indy don't got those facts. Obi Toppin settling for another three, and my goodness, the more Obi shoots, the better off the Knicks are going to be. Towns trying to fight through Toppin. Toppin gets the good matchup. Toppin goes right at Towns. Towns trying to be aggressive, can't get it to fall, and it's going to be a foul on Obi Toppin. Toppin, we know him and his defensive liability. And great job for Karl-Anthony Towns for once, going after their weakness. And Landry Shamet gets checked out, and he played very well. You know, as a Mikal Bridges high president, I'm going to be the first to say Bridges needs to take some notes from Landry Shamet, because Shamet was fighting through screens. Same way that they throw numerous screens at you, Mikal, they threw numerous ones at Shamet, and he fought through them. Lob to Towns, but Towns tries to volleyball it in. Towns even smiling it off. Towns probably would have been better off just bringing it back down instead of trying to go for the volley there. But no good. Halliburton gets fouled. Timeout called by Indiana. But what a half by the New York Knicks, as Karl-Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson lead the way. Brunson, who got us off started early. And now Towns did a great job in this second quarter. A 1-2 punch, if you will, between our two all-stars. Shout out to the 1,000 we got in the chat. Shout out to y'all, man. We here. We here. Yeah, Shamet with some great minutes. Yeah, I'm going to need my man Bridges to take notes, man. I'm going to need Bridges to take some notes because we need him in this one. We got to get a full effort from everyone. Also, Hart stepping up in this game as well. So, Bridges, it's on you now, player. Bridges and OG, need y'all to get into it. Everybody else doing their thing. Damn, B Mills. B Mills said, I didn't like that oop to Cat when Cat has Ewing eat knees. Honestly, I didn't see that as a lob. It looked like Bridges was trying to get him over into that other corner where there was no defender there. Bring it down and go right back up if I'm Towns, but Towns turned it into a volley. I don't think you needed to do that. Just bring it down. You had that layup to yourself with the smaller defender on your hip. I saw it more of a lead pass, but Towns tried to turn it into an alley-oop. Jersey, CK, no jersey today. Jersey has not been lucky this series. I ain't rocking the jersey today. It hasn't been lucky. It was perfect for the Celtics series. Ain't been lucky this series. So I'm gonna try without the jersey and see if we can get it up. I am what? 1-3, technically 1-2 in the jersey this series. So yeah, no jerseys today. No jersey today. Energy said the role players stepping up. Let's go Knicks. Amen. KG said I got to be up at 4 a.m. Well, you know, just say your piece in post game. Hopefully it's a celebratory post game and then bounce and go to bed, bro. That's on you to be responsible, KG. Frank Michael with a great point said, cannot let them cut into the lead these last 3 minutes. Facts. Queen said, just leave the jersey in the corner. Yeah, jersey is, oh, well, it's in there somewhere. Shout out to Lil CK. Hey, we got a lot going on in here, bro. What's going on, man? We got the belt being covered. Like, what is happening, bro? It is, you know. Forgive me for not locking in. We over here in off-season mode, man. I'm over here mailing it in like the Knicks, man. My bad. I got to lock it. Oh, you guys can't even see it. Thank God. Y'all can't even see it, so it don't matter. It don't matter. Yo, CK, it's 3:57 a.m.? Huh? Not for KG. KG in the city. Ain't no 3:57 for him, but it's 3:57 for you. Go to bed. He says, CK, what are you doing? So I have, y'all don't see it from the production side. I have both of my point of views up. So one of them is the full screen. This one, and the one that you guys see, which is this one. And I was looking at the full screen, and there was a lot of jargon behind me, so I was moving that, and I realized that you guys couldn't even see it on this screen. So, forgive me, man. Forgive me, man. Anyways, 2:56 remain. Knicks up by 13. The point of this game is for the Knicks to play a complete 48 minutes. And so far been so good. The bench players doing a great job like they did in Game 3. Now they need to step up in this one. But right now, my eyes are on Wingstop. I'm looking at Bridges and OG to follow suit. The bench players doing a great job. Hart soars for the offensive board. Bridges has options. Bridges shoots the mid-ranger, misses everything.
Tragic.
And he had a whole lane to himself and instead shoots it to the left. This is my point. Mikal Bridges, this is not the time for you to be in the sunken place, big fella. You put on a series of a lifetime against the defending champs, and right now when we need you most, you're folding. Come on, Mikal. I swear Mikal Bridges hates me, bro. He just hates me. It's me. I'm the problem because I defend him, and he wants to see me get chewed out, bro. He wants to see me get made fun of in the chats, bro. That's what this is all about, man. Siakam gets the first free throw to fall, cuts the lead down to 11. B. Mills says Shaman gave Halliburton no airspace on off ball. Bridges should take notes. I completely agree. I would also argue, too, that, you know, maybe Bridges shouldn't be the assignment on Halliburton. They need to figure that out. This is why I said I would have played Deuce in the starting five. Speaking of switch-ups, we're seeing Jarris Walker checking into the game for the Pacers, looking like Tony Bradley getting the benching as OG Anunoby, great second opportunity, gets the shot to fall. So OG now getting his work in. Yeah, it's really just on Bridges now, man. Come on, Mikal. Pascal Siakam off the screen. Mikal Bridges trying to stay with him. Good job reading it, but still can't get there in time. Halliburton, though, Jarris Walker. Walker, who has not played and already a more consistent shooter than Obi Toppin. Not good for the Knicks. 10-point game. Brunson with a strong spin. He loses the handle. Risky pass to OG. OG, who hit his last shot, missing the three ball there. Rebounded by Mathurin. And here comes the Pacers going the other way. Andrew Nembhard, he's going way too fast. Loses his own handle. OG Anunoby one-on-one. Loses the ball. Defensive stop by Siakam. Halliburton jump pass to Mathurin. Corner three. Not sure if they like it, but he'll make it anyways. And it's a single-digit game. Some sloppy play by the New York Knicks leading to this 7-point game. The Pacers are one game away from seeing the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Knicks want to make some history and defy the odds as Towns fighting through the second and third efforts from Pascal Siakam and gets the layup to fall. 54-45. What a spin move, but short. Knicks now trying to get back into double digits. Brunson picked up by Mathurin. Brunson finding Hart with Bridges on the post. Bridges with Halliburton on him. Bridges trying to get something here. He's trying to back him down. Shoots the fadeaway jumper. That should be good, and it is. Need those at a higher rate from Mikal Bridges. Bridges, you can see it in his face that he is in his head right now. So that shot hopefully can get him going offensively, but defensively, we need him to lock in. Andrew Nembhard right back to Jarris Walker. Walker fakes it. Walker's going to shoot it with Towns giving him space. Walker, if I'm Rick Carlisle, I did not like that shot. This man ain't played, 2 whole minutes in this series. Makes his first shot, and then now trying to shoot off the dribble. But, that's beneficial for the New York Knicks. Mikal Bridges going up to set his screen. He's going to get the roll. Risky pass from Brunson. Pacers take advantage. Here comes Tyrese Halliburton. Sets for the long three. Gets the bounce, but it will not fall. And the Knicks escape with an 11-point, victory, an 11-point lead. And just like that, it's halftime. I feel like the game just started. We're an hour in, and we're already at halftime. A fast-paced game. And it's the best case scenario with the New York Knicks holding on to an 11-point lead and winning out in both quarters. 27 points in the first quarter and 29 in the second quarter. But we need a full 48 of that. But off to a great start, Tom Thibodeau using his bench. But the question mark is, what the hell is going on with Deuce? What are we doing with Deuce? What is Tibbs' issue with Deuce McBride? Deuce playing 8 minutes in that. He played 8 minutes? Really? When? It did not feel like he played 8 minutes, but I guess he played 8 minutes in that one. Darrell Wright, or Darrell wrong, that's his brother. DeLon Wright playing 6 minutes. Interesting decisions, but you know what? Just like in game 4, Josh Hart playing starter minutes, 16 in that first half. Robinson down to 12. But at least this time, Josh Hart giving us something with the minutes that he has played. New York Knicks right now predominantly led by Brunson and Towns. 17 points for Karl Towns after the first half, 14 for Brunson. Brunson was hot to start off the game, but has since then allowed his team to do what they had to do. He has deferred to his squad, which is the idea that a lot of Knicks fans have wanted. So Brunson doing the right thing, and you know what? Towns doing a great job with that. 17 points from Karl Towns, shooting at a high rate, 7 for 11, 64%. Gotta like it. OG Anunoby, 2 for 8 from the field, but here's the difference. The 2 for 8 for OG Anunoby, I'm here for. I understand he's missed 6 shots. It's the fact that he's shooting shots, because OG, it feels like, has been scared to shoot in games prior, so I'm glad to see he's trying to get aggressive. But at that same rate, need him to start making those. And speaking of making shots, Mikal Bridges not that far behind him, 2 for 6. And the issue with Mikal Bridges is about 3 of those missed shots were foolish ones. So we got to get Mikal Bridges back into his groove, looking more like he did in round 1 and 2 than the travesty that has been this round against the Pacers. Got to figure out the Mikal Bridges problem, but let's see. Hopefully we can get a solid second half from Bridges. But right now, though, Knicks with an 11-point lead, not mad at it on the Pacers side of things between Shamet and Bridges, but probably predominantly Shamet's side. Halliburton has been ice cold. 0 for 3 from the field. Right now, from Bridges, if my stats are telling me wrong, Bridges holding Halliburton 0 of 2, and Landry Shamet 0 of 1 in that first half. So good job between them two. But Shamet, I'm gonna give him a little bit more credit because Shamet was denying him from even getting the ball. So I need Bridges to pick that up as well. But a spread attack though from Indiana. This is why it's hard to even like celebrate and get too excited about this. I know we have an 11-point lead, like that's great. But look at the spread attack here from Indiana. 9 for Siakam, 5 for Turner, and Turner's got 3 fouls already, but he's had 5 points in this one. Halliburton 4, Nembhard 4, Shepard 3, Toppin 6, McConnell 5, Ben Mathurin 6, and Jarris Walker, who just got his first minutes of the series, 3. So it's a very big spread attack from the Pacers. And in the second half, that can bode not too well for us, but we'll see how the Knicks survive it. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We're sitting at 1,000 and we got 1,100 in the building. Shout out to all y'all rocking with us for this big game 5. There are people counting the Knicks out, but there's Knicks fans like myself who believe that it's just, if you don't look at it as a series and just look at it as winning the game in front of you, we could do something different here. Hasn't been done with an audience since 2016 by the Cleveland Cavaliers, but last time it was done by the Denver Nuggets twice in 2020, and that is coming back from being down 1-3 in the series. Can the Knicks do it? Are the Knicks going to complete that storybook? Let's see. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Facts, CK. Appreciate it. I will trade OG and Bridges. There are cheaper players who can play some same roles like them. Okay, so we're off with the crazy takes early, so I'm gonna try and weed through those. Oh, we got supers real quick. Let me read the supers here. Last one I got. Yeah, last one I read was John Global with the $2 wishful thinking, talking about maybe he took him out so Deuce can play with JB. Yep, we did not see that yet. Yep, shout out to Tom Thibodeau. We know he did. That's a little too creative for Tibbs. Ant Banks, a member for 1 month. Shout out to Ant Banks. Sound like I'm saying Aunt Banks. There hasn't been a lot of foul calls. That's why it went fast, and I love it. This seemed like the most playoff basketball we've seen in this entire series. Physical play. And more times than not, if the game is allowed to play physical, that works in the Knicks' favor. D-Soul with the 5-month super. Shout out to D-Soul. 5 months. 5-month membership. D-Soul for 5 months. Look at D-Soul going. Crispiest mic in the game. He said, was wondering how to do this. LOL. Salute to all. Let's go Knicks. Let's survive the third and take over in the fourth. Well put. Mark with another $10 super shot to Mark. He said, I don't know about you, but I'll take a double-double from the big bodega at halftime. Not too shabby. Amen. Amen. No, overall, phenomenal game from Karl-Anthony Towns. And the big thing about Towns is he's not even settling for threes. Not saying that he shouldn't. We know Towns is a great shooter, but we're seeing Karl-Anthony Towns killing them in the paint. I'm seeing him shooting over defenders in the paint. I'm seeing Karl-Anthony Towns actually being dominant, getting to the rim in the paint. Peace and love to Karl-Anthony Towns, man. Peace and love to Karl-Anthony Towns. Remember, guys, this whole show is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, proud sponsor of KnicksFanTV's play-by-play and post-game. If you haven't already, download the app. Use that promo code KFTV so you can get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick. You guys see my picks in front of you. Not feeling too good about the Bridges pick, but hey, you never know. He had a tough first half in last game and ended with 17, so maybe I can get something similar to that here. Mitchell Robinson already at 3 rebounds. Hopefully Tom Thibodeau doesn't forget about his big man. He can get to those 8 rebounds like I expect him to. Tyrese Halliburton having a slow one. I really didn't want to pick Halliburton, but like I said, I wanted to try and jinx him because I didn't think Halliburton was going to be able to step up and have the same type of effort as he did in the first one. So I picked Halliburton on the 31 points and assists. So far, not so good for me on my picks here today. Like I said, my picks have looked like the Knicks. My picks have been so bad in this round. I've had a great playoffs on Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy has been treating me well in these playoffs, but this round has been my worst round on Underdog. But Brunson, though, halfway to his 30.5, so maybe I can come away with 3 out of these 4. I feel good about Mitch. I feel good about Brunson. Let's see if, Mikal Bridges finds his groove in the second half. We need him to. Or we'll see if I will go away out of this one sad about, or with my wallet being sad yet again. Remember, play responsibly, though. Have some fun. Only play within your means. Underdog Fantasy, promo code KFTV. Shout out to everybody in chat, man. We got 1,050 in the building. Mr. Jojo, $5 super says, shout out to the KFTV family. Let's go Knicks, man. Let's get this W. And they go back to MSG for game 7. Don't forget, we gotta go back to Indiana this weekend if we win this one. And I feel like that would be the toughest game of the 3. Getting the road win. And then both teams are going to have to answer to the pressure in game 7. But we got to finish this game, one game at a time. Those of us who chat with each other are here 82 games a year, every year. Shout out to all. Well, technically 81 because, like I said, we did not stream for Christmas, so it's all 81, bro. We weren't here for Christmas, bro. But yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Yo, CK, that hat is fire, bro. Appreciate it, Lopez. Appreciate it. Seahawks said so far OJ and Bridges not pulling their weight. Yep, need to step up in second half. Big facts. First Lady of Sports said CK, my picks have been horrible also for both. So yeah, this series not been great. Not being great. My wallet not happy, but you know, we good. He said, CK, that was too long of a delay in signs. KG, if you don't just sit down and watch the show, bro. Jeff C said all 81. Shout out to my guy Queens, man. Let me get to KnicksFanTV. Why does y'all chat keep disappearing? Shout out to B Mills, Frank White, Game Hunter. We got Kylix in there too. El Dantastico. Shout out to everybody, man. Abdul! CK holding it down. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. We got 3 crucial games in front of us, man. I believe. But I need the Knicks to believe as well. Win this game. Amen. Soon reach. Need it. He said, okay, all 40. Yeah, all 81. Yeah, you know, I know what you meant, though. I know what you mean. Decent half, though. Yeah, I feel like we closed out that first quarter. I was a lot happier with how we closed out the second quarter. 11-point lead. I feel like they lost their momentum. Shout out to Paul. I see you. Abdul said stop with the trades. You know, that's just how the chat's going to be every game of the year, man. Salute, CK. We believe, Samuel. We believe. Squid said would be nice to just win out. Facts. Lopez said, send the link. I won't tell nobody. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have the link on me. I'm not gatekeeping this one, but I don't have the link on me, bro. I'm gonna have to go. It's on my phone. I'm gonna have to go back to the archives. Eddie Mar said, I'm already looking forward to the next game now. If we win that game, we lit. Yeah, man, that's gonna be a big one. I'm telling you, of these 3, but again, we have to win this one. But of these 3 games, that game is going to be the most important. But right now, this game is the most important because we cannot have a game 6 without winning game 5. And right now, off to a good start in the first half. But we know what'll be happening in that halftime, man. Everybody just be, you know, that they be happy with whatever they got in the first half. And then they just come out in this third quarter forgetting how to basketball. So hopefully that will not happen tonight. Hopefully. Man, Carlisle playing 6 deep trying to mess with Tibbs. Nah, Carlisle played about 9 players. No, I'm sorry, not 9. Carlisle playing his whole rotation, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you're talking about off the bench. Yeah, he played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He played 6 players off the bench. You ain't lying. My bad. You right.
What the hell?
Shout out to Carlisle, man. Rick Carlisle. Shout out to him, man. Sheesh. Walt Money says, CK, let's start the layup lines. Facts. Facts, bro. Facts. Bridges, get out there. Layup lines, man. I saw the viewership here spike a little. Welcome, Pacers fans. Hope the game stay competitive. Facts. Carlisle getting too cute. That works for us, man. He's looking for answers on the bench. Yeah, I think he's going to start going away from Tony Bradley, which is why we saw Jarris Walker. I think that's what's happening there. TNT just did the ESPN thing. They came back to show a tweet and then went right back to commercials. These networks can't keep getting away with this, bro. I'm telling you, man, the minute the NBA allows licensing to go to content creators and, you know, social medias to be played outside of just playback, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm telling y'all, man. The minute that they left, you know, it's coming. It's gonna be one of these seasons. I'm telling you. Because that's money on the table for the league if they let us show these games. But the minute that happens, man, we in there, bro. Pacers fans so corny where you at. You know they front runners, bro. TNT sucks. It's all in there, man. I miss League pass, bro. We need a calm 30-point lead, LOL, for real though. Don't choke, Indy. All right, slow down, chat. We hold on, man. We gotta win this game. Eddie Mars says, CK, I don't like when Tibbs subs guys when we are playing good. Like, why take Shaman out when he was cooking? Why he does that? That's his thing, though. That's his thing. That is his MO. You know why that happens, though? Because that's when a coach, that is the number one telltale sign when an NBA coach or a high school coach or a college coach has set rotations. They don't coach according to the flow of the game. They have set rotations. This player is supposed to play this amount. This player is supposed to come back in at this time. That's the case. So regardless of how one player might be doing, regardless of how hot one player might be looking, right now the 8-minute mark, right now the 7-minute mark, right now the 6-minute mark, whoever the case may be, it's time for so-and-so to check in. And I've said that since he was hired as my number one pet peeve with this coach. Win, loss, draw, I don't care. I hate template high school, college coaching. I don't like it. I don't like it because then in the big games where it matters and you're still running off of that, you have moments where like these hot players, these guys that need that momentum, they get subbed out and then boom, momentum's gone. I don't like it. I don't like it. You already gave your rotation prediction for the third. It's the starting lineup, D-Sol. It's the starting five. I'll get back to you in the beginning of the fourth quarter, D-Sol. That's when it's going to get risky. That's when it's going to get questionable. Elder Tasco said we got to get ready for this third quarter pacer punch. Amen, y'all. Brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. The third quarter of doom underway. Will the Knicks survive it or will the Knicks take it over? We're going to find out, man. Jet Life said feed who's hot. Just play with the guys that work, man. He said 2K will override custom rotations for a hot player. Tibbs got to catch up. Facts. That's so true. Yeah, 2K will override. That's facts. Even if you set it to rotational, yeah, that's facts. KG said it'll get questionable in the third. I agree. And we back with the bots. Shout out to my mods out there handling the bots if they are. But again, like I said, just ignore the bots, chat. Y'all moving so quick, bots don't even matter, bro. Don't let them affect you. All right, we back in action right now. Third quarter getting ready to start right now. Both starting fives getting ready to play. Kylix said we better not come out flat. Amen. Pacers starting out with the ball. My eyes are on Mikal Bridges predominantly. And I'm also looking at OG. I'm looking at Wingstop. We need them in this one. Everybody else has been solid. But we need Wingstop to stay locked in here. Bridges trying to stay on the hip of Halliburton. Halliburton picks up his dribble. Bridges tipping the ball, but Neesmith still gets it. Neesmith with a crazy step, and he does get called for the travel. Almost got away with it there. The ref that was close to the action doesn't call it, but the far ref saw it, and that's the right call. Knicks, a positive defensive play to start off the third quarter. Mitchell Robinson, the main guy there. Knicks now looking to extend their lead. They're sitting at an 11-point lead. Mitchell Robinson with the rock. Back over to Towns. Towns holding on to it. Towns looking around trying to get somebody. He finds Brunson. Brunson loses the handle right in the hands of Towns. Towns on the drive. He has been cooking in the paint. Gets the contact, and it's going to be a charge. Yo, Neesmith, I can't say it enough. Neesmith is always on the floor. Neesmith is always on the floor. Golly. Terrible drive there from Towns. You could clearly see the double team coming. Neesmith doing a great job sliding over, taking the charge. But Towns has to be better aware of that there. Nembhard with the strong take. He misses everything. Brunson with the good stop. Brunson now bringing the ball up the court. He had options, but he's taking his time. That's a good decision. He goes right at Halliburton, loses the handle, finding Anunoby, and Halliburton reads it well, but it will still be Knicks' ball. Brunson tried to get it to OG Anunoby, but Halliburton reading the defense and tips it out of bounds. 11-point game. Bridges handing it back to Brunson. Screen set by Bridges. Great defense here from the Indiana Pacers. Brunson now getting neutralized a little bit, but Brunson off of a nice strong drive gets the bounce to fall. And Brunson continuing where he left off. 16 points for JB. Nesmith wide open for a 3-ball. And right over the outstretched hands of both Brunson and Bridges. That's an unfortunate recovery. You saw Brunson down for quite a bit of time, and the Pacers took advantage of the 5-on-4. And they turned a 2-pointer into a 3-pointer there. Brunson goes all the way to get the 2 points back. This time, he leaves with the foul. Same exact play, same amount of contact, but this time the referees are going to reward Brunson the foul. I think these are his first set of free throws. No, he did have the and one earlier. And now Brunson getting another and one free throw. Right now, Brunson and Cat doing a great job with the 1-2 punch. We saw Brunson start off the show. Cat then took it over from there. Right now, Brunson in this third quarter where we typically start slow. Brunson not allowing that to happen. Getting points quick and fast in a hurry for the New York Knicks in this third quarter. 13-point lead. Tyrese Halliburton on the drive. Picked up by Mitchell Robinson. Halliburton looking to try and get the pass, but he might look to shoot this. No, he's going to go over to Siakam. Siakam with the fader. That's no good. Rebounded by Mitch. And the defense by the Knicks tonight, it is very nice to see. We need this to continue. Bridges, a terrible entry pass to Bridges. Bridges able to corral it. He's picked up by Nembhard. Goes back out to Towns. Towns picked up by Siakam. Bridges trying to get out of that. He finds Brunson. Brunson shoots it right over Nesmith. And like I just mentioned, a terrible quarter that tends to go not in the Knicks' way. This time it will. Halliburton, though, loses both Robinson and Bridges. And oh, no, Brunson losing the handle. And now the Pacers with the ball. Siakam finding Halliburton. Halliburton on the drive. Halliburton double clutching. And Mitchell Robinson helping out Mikal Bridges there. I don't know what that double clutch made no damn sense. Shout out to Mitchell Robinson. That made no damn sense. Look at Mitchell Robinson on the defense on the perimeter. Miles Turner, he can't do anything. Loses the handle. It's going to be Knicks ball. Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson steps up to the plate. He already makes Turner pick up his dribble, but he wasn't done there. He was making his life uncomfortable. Forces him to lose the ball. Mitchell Robinson, the difference maker. Big screen there from Mikal Bridges. Brunson thought about it, instead fakes it. Bridges back to Brunson. Yeah, Brunson has been key for this third quarter. Another big three. That one no good. Mitch with the rebound and put back. Mitchell Robinson looking phenomenal in this third. And it's a much needed timeout by the Indiana Pacers as Mitchell Robinson, the hero of the last few possessions. Rob with 6 rebounds, 6 points. Look at the New York Knicks. Shout out to Mitchell Robinson, man. Keep Mitch in, Tibbs. Fact, Cynthia. Jesus with the $2 super said this is what happens when you give Mitch minutes. Yeah, man. The commentators don't sound too happy. They don't. Mitch, you made up for that turnover. Facts. Let's go, Mitch. I want to be celebrating. I really do. I'm going to be calm. Probably that's the wise decision, Magic. Mitch is definitely beasting Eddie Marr for sure. Margaret trying to cheer this team on. Bernard would be proud. Soon Reach said we need that 30-point blowout right about now. I need the Knicks to keep their foot on the gas. We cannot and will not be eliminated at home. Unknown said, eat, 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 eat. Genergy, keep fighting. I'd like for more pressure. What? Pressure on Hala Urkel. Frank says, I want to say something, but I don't want to jinx it, so don't say anything. And I think I know exactly what you want to say. I want to say it too. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Oh my, we got a lot of keep your foot on their neck, right? Yeah, I know exactly what you're trying to say. But I want to say it too. I ain't going to say it. Sorry, I got the spam. Sorry. Yeah. Keep going. I was giving the mods a chance. A lot of spamming going on. Keep bringing the pain, says GOT. Mighty Reds, I'm not responding. Nope, I'm not. Nope, not Jenkins in anything, bro. Eddie Mar said CK Tibbs got to find some rest for JB so he can finish strong. Facts, but we are only 8:50 into the third quarter, so now does not have to be that time. But now's around that time where I'm looking for Tibbs to interject some bench a little bit. But right now, with the Knicks playing the way they're playing, I don't think there's no need right now. But this is typically the moment I'm looking like, all right, get Deuce in there, slowly bring players in, like maybe Towns sits for a little bit and then Towns comes back. And Tyrese Halliburton with the drive up. Andrew Nembhard passing it to Siakam. Siakam bounced pass over to Miles Turner. Turner picked up again by Mitchell Robinson. Turner is having issues with Robinson. Robinson pushed him to the half-court line. Steps right into him. Brunson with a big defensive stop there. Rebounded by Turner. Turner cross-court pass. Bridges and Towns reads it, but Bridges gets the steal. And the New York Knicks forcing tons of turnovers in this third quarter. Towns picked up by Turner. Towns has been cooking them off the dribble all game, but Nembhard good to read. Towns gets it right back. And they're going to go foul. Towns gets called with the foul. What did because he pushed down Nembhard. Okay. Still a terrible call. Loose ball fouls, baby. I love them. I love those loose ball fouls, but it is what it is. Tom Thibodeau making any adjustments here? I don't think so. But then there's the screen. OG Anunoby now on Halliburton. Great switches on the defensive end for the New York Knicks right now. Knicks are always in front of a player here in this one. Great defense from Brunson. That should be Knicks' ball. No, he hits it off of the foot of Nembhard, but they're going to reward it for the Pacers. Interesting call. So I guess it's still Pacers ball with the 16-point lead. That's an interesting decision. But yeah, the Knicks right now are doing a great job with the switches in this one. Wide open Nesmith. Bridges there to help them. And the Knicks, this is the best defense we have seen from this team in these playoffs. They wait until now. OG Anunoby, a brisky shot there. Can't get it to fall. And I think that's going to be Knicks ball. Bradley, who I thought was going to be deleted from the rotation, checks back in here. We saw Jarris Walker play earlier. Maybe Jarris Walker taking Toppin's minutes. Or maybe Carlisle is just so much a madman, he really is playing 11-man deep. Oh, and what a terrible inbound. Pascal Siakam, Mitch with a great recovery. Mitchell Robinson stops it by himself, and they're going to call a foul. Mitchell Robinson did everything right there, and the referees are going to give Bradley the benefit of the doubt. I want to see that one more time. Jalen Brunson, I think, I don't know what he was anticipating there. Just not a good pass. That's a close one to me, but, referees have been very solid up until this point, letting both teams play throughout. But Tony Bradley now getting some free throws. Bradley gets the first one to fall. $7:30 remains. Now is, like I said, now is the time. I'm looking at a Deuce McBride to check in, or I'm looking at, maybe not DeLon just yet. I'm keeping him out there, but why is Cat still out there right now? Cat could be sitting right now. There's a lot of things here that I'm looking at Tom Thibodeau at, as we've seen Rick Carlisle already go to his bench with a few players here in this third quarter. Knicks holding on to a 14-point lead. Brunson getting pushed all over the place like a ping pong ball. Robinson hands it back to Brunson. Brunson does a great job off of the screen, draws some contact, can't get the mid-ranger to fall, but Brunson's going to get 2 free throws. Frankie wants to know what's up with our passing. Well, when you find out, let me know, man. Russell Whiskey, Bulldog, Brunson. Yeah, Brunson having a great game here today. Brunson to the line for 2 big free throws. Makes the first. And Tony Bradley going straight to the locker room and looked like he got hit in the hip. So Thomas Bryant. Now, Rick Carlisle has played 12 players in this game. Bryant in. And Brunson making both free throws. A 16-point game. Bridges trying to stay in front of Halliburton. Halliburton still with only 4 points. Pick and roll there. Thomas Bryant missing everything. Rebounded by Bridges. Bridges now looking up the floor. He's trying to get to OG. He's going to get it to OG. This is a mismatch for OG, but OG's handle gets him again. Towns thought about shooting over Siakam. Instead, drives right by him, goes up for a tough take, gets the make, and Towns continues to get him. A risky pass, and the Knicks get the steal. OG Anunoby active hands, alley-oop. Anunoby tried to get up and get the alley-oop dunk. It won't fall, but Anunoby fouled Jalen Brunson. He said, if you ain't going to dunk the ball, I'm going to force you to go up for a dunk. Almost a highlight there for OG. But speaking of highlights, big shot and a missed foul again. But Towns gets to the fall. 18-point game. Anunoby here looking to push it to 20. But he needs to make these free throws. OG Anunoby making the first one clean, too, by the way. Did he just say OG Anunoby went to Missouri? I know I heard Kevin Harlan wrong. OG ain't going to no damn Missouri. He went to Indiana. What? Did I miss something? I must have heard him wrong. I'm gonna say I didn't hear him wrong. He's not KG. Nope. Interesting choice. Knicks, though, push the lead to 20, though. Knicks push the lead to 20, though. But I'm curious to see what these rotations are going to look like. We haven't seen not one bench player check in yet. Not even his beloved Hart, at the very least, has checked in. Interesting choice here. Pascal Siakam, smart sell. Cat gets him with the push, and Siakam smartly sells it. Yeah, Towns got to be smart about that. Siakam, I know it's not what you want to see. You don't want to see the flop like that, but it's a smart play. Why the hell is Towns even shoving like that? Not a smart foul. It's just not smart. But Siakam said, I don't care. I ain't making those free throws anyways. And speaking of the beloved Josh Hart, here he comes for Karl Anthony Towns. Little lineup alert, but Karl Anthony Towns getting love from the Garden crowd. Shout out to John Global, $2 super set. Cat eating, JB flowing, not fading like usual. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks indeed. He really has, Rare Edition. He really has. The Mighty Red said, milk that clock, milk that clock. He also then said, don't family show it up, Josh Hart. And Brunson trying to get the league pass to him, but a smart kickball from Pascal Siakam. Jesus Ches, $2 super set. I swear Cat should have a defense rating of 58. That's too high. A little too high. What is good with Deuce, though? This dude, I don't understand him, man. Every time I think I can speak Tibonese, he goes and throws me off again, man. Every time I think I got this coach figured out, bro, he just proves to me I don't know nothing. Bridges, extra pass to Hart. Hart on the drive. Hart back. And Robinson's going to have to eat the foul. Why didn't he shoot it there? What is Hart doing, bro? What is Hart doing? All it takes is a few dumb plays for the Pacers to get going. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, man. That's all it takes. Why? You had the lane. Why are you making that pass? Why? $20 super from Genergies and love seeing the fight and energy. Do not get comfortable. No mercy. Let's go Knicks. Amen, Genergy. Do not get comfortable. And it looks like the Knicks got a little bit comfortable here as Josh Hart making a boneheaded pass right there. And that free throw goes down. And the New York Knicks holding on to a 17-point lead. Bridges bringing the ball up. Lineup is Bridges, OG, Hart, and Robinson. Brunson now extra pass to Hart. Hart left wide open for a corner three. He can't get to fall. Rebounded by Bridges. Tough rebound. Wide open OG. Back to Hart. Hart now on the drive. Loses the handle. He fakes it. He jumps to another pass to Bridges. Bridges picked up by Mathurin. Bridges thinks about it. He hands it off to Hart. Hart has a whole lane to himself. Fakes it. He shoots around for a fadeaway floater. That's no good. Siakam lead pass. Anunoby to the surprise that no one reads it. Cross court to Brunson. Extra pass to Anunoby. Anunoby open. Needs to shoot it. He second guesses it. Leads to the miss. And it's going to go out of bounds. And no, they're going to call a foul on Hart. What is Hart is checked in and did nothing. Where is Deuce? Oh. Why did OG second guess that shot, by the way? Wide open. Siakam was not near you. Shoot the rock. The minute you second guessed that first shot, I already knew he was going to miss, man. I'm telling you, few boneheaded plays is all the Pacers could possibly want from the Knicks. A few boneheaded plays in a row. And the Knicks are giving it to them. Pacers now need to look to take advantage of it if they want to get back in this one. My goodness, the New York Knicks above the rim saying, take Hart out. I got some bad news, Tibbs. Just getting started with Josh Hart. Brunson. I'm about to say, at some point, Mathurin going to get called with that foul. He's going to get him. Benedict Mathurin trying to act tough like he meant to do that, but boneheaded defense there from Benedict Mathurin. Brunson out with the inbound. I don't know how I feel about this, but he finds a wide open Bridges. Bridges back to Brunson, Brunson picked up by Halliburton, who I forgot was in this game still. Brunson wide open to Hart. Hart for three, and that's just no good. Rebounded by Mathurin. The Pacers challenging Josh Hart to shoot that. Pacers off of a screen. Good recovery by Bridges. Halliburton, extra pass to Toppin. Toppin right up over Brunson. And the Pacers now trying to get back in this one, cut it down to 13 after some boneheaded plays by Hart and the Knicks. Wow, we only have one player in the negative. I do not like the plus minus stat. I don't, but wow. And here comes Deuce. Somebody, for whatever reason, was in timeout, and now he gets to play some basketball. And here we go, 60-72. The 20-point lead, was short-lived. Brunson with the inbound, picked up by Ben Shepherd. Rick Carlisle has gone through at least 3 separate lineups, and the one time that Tibbs finally started going to the bench, Bridges with the easiest shot of the series. And now it's a 14-point game. That 8-0 run comes to a halt. Nice extra pass, Toppin right past Hart. (62-74). Josh Hart bringing the ball up, picked up by Toppin. Wide open. And Mitchell Robinson and Halliburton with some extracurriculars. Halliburton's going to get called with the foul, though. So Mitchell Robinson going to the free throw line here. Interesting choice. Robinson has been pretty solid from the free throw line in this series. 4 of them, KG. Golly. Jugsy says, I am sick of feeling on edge. And another miss from Mitch. Frank said, CK, play the what the hell, bro? I'm sorry. Now they start hacking up. Josh out to grab a seat next to Master Splinter, right? But now Tibbs will never. Yeah, I love that. I'm with Stan Van Gundy. I don't agree much with Stan Van Gundy, but I've said that he said that years ago too, and I agreed with him then. But look at here come the Pacers. All of a sudden, the fouling going the Pacers' way. I felt like the first half we saw an even called game and not too many fouls in general. But now we're seeing them called fast and in a hurry. And the Pacers taking advantage, and Precious Achiuwa getting ready to check in for Mitchell Robinson, who has easily been the star of this third quarter, well, next to Brunson. And now he's going to be forced to sit down because of this hack-a-mitch that the Pacers are finally trying to implement. And it worked last time. Robinson missing both free throws and then fouls in the next play. So Towns with 3, Mitch Rob's going to sit down right now. Lord only knows next time he's going to get on the floor because, And here, things that were once so comfortable tend to now go back in a place of discomfort as a Knicks fan. The chat is calling for Hart to be taken out. Look. I agree, but Hart's not going to get taken out. Tom Thibodeau not want to bench Hart in any situation. Brunson, though, he continues his scorching third quarter. We haven't seen him score in a minute. And Brunson right there trying to give the Knicks some life as they extend the lead back to 12. Mikal Bridges trying to stay in front of Halliburton. He finds Bryant. Halliburton has not scored in this quarter. Brunson fighting over a screen. They're going to call the moving screen. Brunson now with the inbound. And Brunson and Mathurin having a little bit of back and forth. Mathurin this entire playoffs has been jabber John with everybody. Brunson, though, not the one that you want to do that with. And yeah, Ben Shepherd, definitely a moving screen there. Great call. Here comes Deuce McBride bringing the ball up. We get the very rare combo of Deuce and Brunson, a combo I feel like we do not use, but has a lot of potential. Brunson on the drive next to Shepherd. Hart with a spin and almost loses it. What is with our handles this game? Bridges on the drive, shoots it right over top and laces it. And a big baseline jumper from Mikal Bridges. We need more of those mid-rangers going down from Mikal in this one. And Bridges extends the lead to 14. And, Mikal doing a great job keeping Halliburton away from the ball. Halliburton has been useless in this third quarter. I forgot he was even out there. Brunson now, step back over Obi Toppin, gets the 3 ball and the foul. Obi Toppin all in his landing space. And the Knicks survive the slight comeback from the Indiana Pacers. Oh, yes, stupid foul from Toppin. And Toppin even had the nerve to complain and ask them to challenge. Low IQ once again from Mr. Pick number 7. Brunson with an opportunity for a 4-point play. And the Knicks back up by 17. Man, was that third quarter getting away from us. $81-64, 256 remain. We're in commercials right now. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We're sitting at 1,050 in the building. Appreciate y'all. It's a dud pick. Low IQ pick number 7. But shout out to Bridges, man. We needed that baseline jumper to fall. Bridges with a quick 4 in this third quarter. We saw Brunson getting it done all third quarter. We need Bridges to be a part of this offensively if we are going to have a shot. A much better third quarter from Mikal on both sides, holding Halliburton to 0 in this quarter, as well as, to 2. Halliburton did have that 2-pointer earlier off. Here we go. B. Mills said the good old LJ play. Game Hunter said LJ, let's go. That's the OB I know. Frank White, good point. 25-19 this quarter. Very good point. Very good point. The Knicks have won every quarter in this game, and they're looking to try and win this third quarter as well. What a big Lou from the Bronx. Hope you're good. Interesting game, though, for the Knicks. The Knicks right now doing a great job handling business at home, but is this how we're going to play, or is this just a one-time thing? We're going to see. Seahawks said Knicks way behind. Knicks up 17. That's what I said. I literally said Knicks up 17. Maybe y'all need to refresh your streams. How about that? Grandmama. Yeah, Grandmama. Shout out to LJ. The Quantillery said, we appreciate you holding it down. My guys, we not done yet. Knicks in 7. One game at a time, Daquan. But yes, sir, we ain't done yet. Shout out to my supers. Let me get to the supers real quick. I know I saw a few of them come through. Pats Nation said Deuce has to be hurt or sick. That's my best guess. No, again, peace and love. I know we were trying to find some ways to defend Thomas Thibodeau. I think it's just Tibbs being Tibbs. Freeway Hustler 21, $2 super said he's doing it again. Well, luckily we made it through that, but yeah, he was doing it again. Say Quizzy $2 super said we up 20, hard come in, and it's a 10-point now. Face palm. DJ Trauma Gaming $5 super said y'all trading me some for Zion or even Trey Murphy if you give me something illicit. I was assuming DJ Trauma is a Pelicans fan. Shout out to you. He said, if y'all give me something. Oh, man. I can tell you, I do not think the Knicks are going to make any type of move with Zion Williamson. So we are not the team to talk about. Hard Tackle said Bridges' defense is so bad, but Halliburton's only scored 2 points this entire quarter. Make that make sense. Keep that hat on. CK for the next game if we win. Real Talk LLC trying to find something, anything to grasp on. But right now, the Knicks back to an 18-point lead, 8-0 run. And here comes TJ McConnell. TJ McConnell with the spin move, finding Siakam. Siakam picked up by Precious. Precious jumping. He gets the stop, though. Former teammates again. Bridges with the fake. Bridges, great read. And look at Achua with the contact. Great patience from Bridges and Achua. Welcome to the game. Back to a 20-point lead. Look at Precious giving the Knicks some more life. 81-64. Jay Nice says, play your bench. And to think it took the Eastern Conference Finals for this coach to figure that out. DeLon Wright checking in for Brunson. Excuse me. And now JB smartly getting a rest here at the 2:40 mark. So we can get him in big moments in the fourth. Unfortunately, Precious does not get the and one free throw to fall. The free throw differential, that's field goals. Never mind. Obi Toppin trying to go right after Hart. And golly, what a missed layup by Obi Toppin. Rebounded by Achua. Knicks sitting on a 20-point lead. DeLon Wright now running the show. DeLon Wright trying to find Deuce. I like this five. It's an interesting five, to be honest with you. Deuce McBride shooting the baseline jumper. Gets it to fall. Deuce McBride, who has been been forced into timeout this entire game, gets that shot to fall with ease. And DeLon Wright reads the pass, gets the take. Oh, he can't get the reverse. And Achua couldn't even get the rebound because he was held. Pacers going to go on the break. And a strong foul from Deuce McBride, forcing Pascal to earn him at the line. But Achua was held on that rebound. Can we look at the holding on the other side of the floor? And it looks like they're reviewing that for a flagrant, which is soft. There's nothing flagrant about that. It's a strong playoff foul. What are we talking about? What are we even talking about? Now, Rick Carlisle, I think it's more the emotions of the 22-point deficit more so than the call itself. But to me, I think that's just a playoff foul. I have no idea what we're talking about. I have no idea what we're looking at right now, but here we go. I guess looking for a flagrant. He said Deuce fouled, not Precious. No, I'm talking about on the play right before on the box out. Look, right there on the play right before, I feel like Precious was held on the opportunity. I know Deuce fouled Siakam. I get that. I was talking about the play before that they missed. But reviewing this to be a flagrant is kind of wild. And there's a world where they might actually give this to Deuce. I ain't gonna put that out there, but you know. And for once, the TNT crew agreeing with us, Knicks fans. Thank you, Frank. Thank you for the blessings. Appreciate it. Yep, and it's just going to be a common foul. So free throws coming up for Pascal Siakam. Right call. Shout out to Santana with the super chat, said $5. He said 4 bench players and McBride plus this review should be enough rest to close out the game. Shout out to Santana, and yes, I agree. Soon Reach said Hart still in the game. Duh. I'm telling you, man, y'all need to stop being so surprised by it, bro. That's his guy. That's Tibbs' guy. All right, look, man. You know, that's his guy. He gonna play those extended minutes, earned or not. Snacks, $2 super said, don't Rick Carl look like Jim Carrey. Yeah, we've been saying that for years, man. Now Siakam has an opportunity to cut. Oh, he fidgeted before the shot. Good rebound. Oh, but he can't bring in the rebound. Walker steals it out of Hart's hands. Siakam going right at Bridges, cuts him off, and Matherin's going to go up and under, draw some contact. And Benedict Mathurin cuts the lead to 19 as an opportunity to cut it down to 18. What a sloppy series of events. Hart had the ball damn near in his hands, but it's snatched out by Jarris Walker. And it turns into an easy up and under by Ben Mathurin. Genergy, did I call, if you're talking about the big one, I called out your super. No? Yeah, Genergy, your $20 super. I talked about it when he first dropped it. Once again, shout out to you. No, I did. I called it out. I promise you I did. I did not call out Mark, so $5 super for Mark. And I'm curious why asking for a flagrant review to upgrade is not considered a challenge. It stops the game in the same way a free timeout stop momentum. Well, it's considered a referee review, as DeLon Wright with a big shot there can't get the fall, but look at Deuce with the rebound. But yeah, technically that was considered a ref review. They were deciding it anyways before Carlisle called for it. Another miss there. Hart with the push out. Hart gets the rebound. Can't get it to Bridges, but it will be tipped out by McConnell. And the Knicks are going to get the possession still. 1:06 remaining with 12 seconds on the shot clock. And the New York Knicks fighting for these final minutes. I missed it then. Yeah, no, Genergy, I promise you I did. I promise you. $20 super. Would not forget a super like that. Shout out to you once again. 68-86 Bridges now on the post with Mathurin on his hip. He tries to get to his spot. Beautiful fadeaway jumper, but it's strong. Rebounded by McConnell. Here goes the Pacers. They're trying to get one more bucket. Mathurin picked up by Hart. Back over to Siakam. Siakam to Mathurin. Mathurin goes right after Hart. Hart doing a good job staying put with them. These two right here are like the same damn player, if you ask me. A little bit better offensive game, though, from Mathurin. Siakam spins. Wide open Shepherd for three, and it's not what the Knicks wanted. Exactly the last thing the Knicks could have wanted there was for that shot to go on. Jarris Walker, overly aggressive, draws the foul on Hart, and Hart's going to get some free throws here. I think that's DeLon Wright who slid over. Yeah, DeLon a little too aggressive on Siakam there, leaving the shooter open. One of the first mistakes from DeLon Wright in his moments on the court. But Hart has an opportunity to cut back into their lead, or add back to their lead, excuse me. And Hart gets the first one. Knicks doing close to everything right in this one. Knicks trying to extend the series to Saturday, where Game 6 will take. It's Saturday or Sunday? It's Saturday, right? It will be Game 6 in Indiana. Knicks need to close out and finish this one. Halliburton having a nightmarish game. Benedict Mathurin picked up by Deuce McBride. McBride trying to stay with him. Mathurin, big shot over Deuce. And Mathurin leading the bench here for Indiana. Cuts the lead to 15 with 22 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Deuce McBride, as the New York crowd all stand up for this possible final possession for the New York Knicks. Like a 0.5 difference in the shot clock and game clock. Bridges goes right after Shepherd, shoots the jumper, gets it to fall with no time left. 17-point lead. Mathurin over there flopping it. That's a travel. That should be Knicks ball with some time on the clock. Can you give him a flop there? When do you call those flops? When do they call those flopping calls anymore? Is that just not a rule anymore? Like, what are we calling? Interesting. I'm trying to see how much time they put on the clock. We're waiting for that response. Yeah, right now it's still at zeros right now. Towns, by the way, checking in for this final possession. I kind of like it from Tibbs. If it's, it looks like it's going to be like 0.1, though. It don't look like much time. And Tibbs called. Oh, right. You know what? No, Stan Van Gundy with a very good point there. They did not use that extra timeout we had. We were going to lose it anyway, so Tibbs decides to use it now to talk it over because we were going to lose that timeout regardless. So I take it back. Kind of a smart move from Tibbs. And it looks like we're going to get what, 0.5 or 5? How much time are we getting left on that? 0.6. 0.6 is what the chat is saying. I didn't hear the answer on TNT. So that is time for a catch and shoot, and that's why I like Cat being in there. If you just get that to Cat at the logo, let him pull, that's what I would do. That'd be the play. Center screen, cat steps up, logo 3, goes in, misses and misses, whatever. That'd be my play. Nice and simple. Extend the lead. It is what it is. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like the stream. Brought to you by Underdog Fantasy here, KFTV. We're sitting at 1,200 in the building. So 1.6 is now being corrected in the chat. It is now 1.6 on the clock. Cool. Is that the final answer, chat? Chili's, baby. No, I see 0.6. Y'all lying, bro. It says 0.6. Y'all had it right the first time. Y'all lying. It says 0.6. Y'all lying. Y'all lying to me. All right. So this is what I'm saying. I'm giving this to Cat at the logo, bro. Let Cat just pull, man. They ain't even getting. Oh, man. Air ball's the fadeaway jumper, though. But yeah, man. I'm putting Cat at that logo. Pull. His shot is so quick that they wouldn't have been able to close out fast enough. I'm putting, man. We up 17. What are we gonna lose with that? Anyway, 17-point lead. That's the end of the third quarter. Knicks have one more quarter to go. And the New York Knicks looking to extend the series to 6. But we have to win this one first. The one says trust and focus. KG said 1 second should have been the call. Got you. It should have been 1 second. Got you. Understood. Let's close it out indeed. Yep. We are 3-0 in quarters. Jet Life, that is facts. And arguably not even arguably, it's factual that third quarter was our best quarter. 34 points in that third quarter. Matter of fact, third quarter was both teams' best quarter. 28 for Indiana, 34 for us. I'm going to be honest with you. As long as the Knicks keep pushing here the way that we're playing, I can see the Pacers backing down halfway through this fourth quarter and looking to just, in their minds, finish the job in Indiana. So as long as the Knicks start off this fourth quarter well, then the Knicks should be in a good spot to move on to game 6. But again, the Knicks have to start off this quarter well. Have to. K-Dot, me too. It ain't happening. Can't Hart go back to the damn bench, right? A New Yorker, $1 super. Appreciate you. No message. Salute Bees, no regular. What's good? But yeah, New York Knicks, a big fourth quarter, man. This fourth quarter is to save their season and extend the series one more game. Yeah, at this rate, I might get 3 out of 4, and I'm good with that. Bridges not too far away from his. Mitch Rob just 2 more rebounds. JB, I think JB hit his. Yeah, JB he needs 1 more point. Yeah, I might get 3 out of 4. And I'm fine with that. I did pick the flex, and you could pick the flex too. I missed you, Mark. I got you, buddy. I got you. Matter of fact, yeah, I didn't even look at supers in between. Snacks is the last one I got. Mark with 2 back-to-back supers. First one, $5 super, by the way, said, I'm curious. Oh, no, I read that one. I got that. It's the next one I didn't get. I'm back because people coming at Hart, even when he's clearly on a different player and not part of the open shot play, his defense has been decent. Mark standing up for his guy, Jay Hart, and I respect it. As the Mikal Bridges high present, I understand that battle that you are fighting right now. Keep on fighting. All right, here we go. Fourth quarter. Towns, this is typically the Towns quarter. Shaman in the game. Oh, nice give and go between Wright and Towns. Shamet step back pull, and Landry Shamet continuing where he left off, a step back 2. And that's going to be a 19-point game for the New York Knicks. Turner will lead past to Siakam. Yeah, you're going to see what a blocks by Shamet. Those are going to call a foul. Landry Shamet, good defensive play. Deuce McBride getting ready to finally check back in. If I'm Tibbs, man, give me a lineup of Deuce, DeLon, Shamet, OG, and Towns, bro. Give me that 5. I know he won't because he's gonna keep Hart out there, but that's a lineup I would want. Let me see that for a second. Darren Tuber, $2 super. He said Chat Sports is giving me anxiety. Checking in here is look. I peace and love. Shout out to whoever runs Chat Sports. Are they a real site? Because they how do they do so many damn games, bro? Chat Sports, they not AI. Chat Sports real. Peace and love, dog. I came across them one day. I'm like, they do one for every damn team, and it's like the same 4 guys. Peace and love. Darren, appreciate you over here, bro. 75-92, man. And Tom Thibodeau said, CK, screw your lineup because he took out DeLon Wright to get Deuce in the game. So Hart will stay. KG just said he's staying the rest of the game. You're probably right. And Anunoby, big 3. And this is exactly what the Knicks need to do. The Knicks need to start this fourth quarter off strong. These first minutes of this fourth are going to be the most important. Because if the Knicks are able to maintain a big enough lead, I guarantee you Rick Carlisle and the Pacers will back down as they look to try and end things, in their words, in Indiana. Knicks need to stay on top of it in this fourth quarter. Towns goes right after Turner. He's been cooking Turner all game long. Spin move, easy layup, too easy that he missed it. And now here goes TJ McConnell going the other way. Deuce McBride staying in front of him. Jarris Walker, I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, but somehow it ends up in the hands of Turner. And then, the Knicks are going to get it back. Hustle play. Knicks need to score here. Hart had a whole lane, and instead with the stupid pass. Why did he not drive? And he doesn't even get back on Mathurin. What was that? Sorry, y'all got it.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Wow. Deuce McBride picked up by TJ McConnell. What a boneheaded play there. Give and go. Towns goes all the way. Draws the foul on Turner, and Towns now getting an opportunity at the free throw line. Look at that play by Hart. What is going on? And then not only do you go onto the to the left side, you got a player in front of you, and you tried to throw it over where there was 3 defenders. I don't care if you had any players over there. 3 defenders sitting there waiting for you. And you threw it at them? Come on, Josh. Mark said I got to stop doing back-to-back supers because I can tell. So the thing is, on my end in the chat, they typically show up. But when you do the back-to-backs, yeah, I only see the first one because if I'm scrolling up, I don't even see your $10 super, bro. I see that you dropped one, but it don't even show up to me in the chat. Yeah, I don't even see it. I see it right here. There it is. There it is. $2 super from Mark. $10 super from Mark, excuse me. So far, other than Deuce, I got to say, as your attorney, I think it's in our best interest to settle the case and take it to mediation, negotiation with Mr. Tibbs. He has seemed to be making amends. All right. Wait, look, man, we'll talk when this series is done. I feel like I still feel like we have a case, Mark, as Landry Shamet with a big stop there and talking to the front row. Big minute. Look at Landry Shamet staying strong on the smaller TJ McConnell. McConnell losing the handle, trying to fall and draw contact. And Shamet, right as Mark was saying that Tibbs might have an argument in the court, that right there is some footage that might not do good for my testimony. 79-96. I can't say it enough. These first few minutes are big. And Anunoby, confident 3-ball. No good rebound by McConnell. Jarris Walker bringing the ball up the court. It seems like Walker is taking Obi's minutes. Almost a dangerous pass. McConnell dribbles the ball up, picked up by Deuce McBride. Siakam with the shimmy. Siakam with the shake. And Siakam with the make. McBride trying to argue he elbowed off, but how about stay in front of him defensively instead? And Anunoby, who has been confident in this quarter, not getting the ball to fall the way he thinks it should. I'm realizing also a lot of no Tyrese Halliburton minutes. Landry Shamet, big three. Shamet just short on that shot. If that had gone down, the roof would have blown. McConnell goes right. A great defense there from Josh Hart. Hart with the active hands. Hart not sure where to take the ball. He goes out to Towns. Towns with a sidestep. He loses it. No foul call. Again, good defense from the Pacers. And we're going back and forth. Mathurin thought about it. Instead, it's Jarris Walker. Instead, it's Turner. Back to Walker. Walker's going to shoot it. Walker for three. And the Pacers now cut the lead down to 12. All of the theatrics by the Knicks in vain because the Pacers cut this lead down to 12. Timeout call by the Knicks with plenty of time in 8 minutes. And the Pacers firing well. After the back and forth affair with the passing, Towns still does not realize Walker has the ball. And 3 ball goes down. Jarris Walker in his first game of the series already looking more active than Obi Toppin. So that might be the end of the Obi Toppin story for us in this series. $5 by Will N said Tibbs needs to put Huck Porty and Kolek in. I disagree. They are the second coming of Malone and Stockton. Will N. I appreciate the wishful thinking, but no. I love Huck Porty. I do. But the problem is he came back from his injury at the worst time, which is when the playoffs started, so he's going to be rusty. Yeah, Huck Porty, that is going to be for next season. Eddie Martin said, CK, now I see why Tibbs got fired so many times. Yeah. Tibbs sit Hart now and put in Mitch. Marcus Miller said elimination game. Kolek is crazy. Yeah, peace and love. I love the thought. I love the belief in our young guys, but peace and love. This is not Kolek time. Frank says Hart is an idiot. Never know what to do on a fast break. Take him out. B. Mills said Hart is thinking too much and doesn't want to make a mistake, which is costing us right now. I don't know how to say your name, but shout out to you. Says Shamet should played since March when he was looking healthy. Let him shake off the rust. I agree. Kid Audacity said Harlem Globetrotter as turnovers.
Tragic.
Oh, boy. New York Knicks just love to stress us out. New York Knicks love to stress us out. They said we going to make this stressful. No matter how hard we fight, we're going to stress y'all out. Omari with the $2 super said, get Josh Hart out the game. It seems like the chat is in full consensus that Josh Hart needs to sit. Jet Life said this is the second time Hart checks into the game and we lose the lead. Soon reach $5 super said we don't need to rush and take threes. Smart plays, easy baskets, and don't turn over the ball. Finish your food. Amari with another $2 said Josh Hart's braids are too tight. Mark with the $5 super says shout out to Landry, the cleanup Shamet. His name should be Laundry because he's cleaning up the dirty mess Payne left on the court this playoffs. Shout out to Mark with the $5 super facts. Everybody's super chatting in capitals now. Everybody getting their points across with meaning. Here we go, 84-96. Bridges looking for the inbound. He's going to get it to Brunson, and someone said it, bring the starters back in, and they have, except it's not the starters because Hart Still on the floor. Brunson loses his dribble. 8 seconds left. It's going to be a jump ball between Brunson and Walker. We'll take it. Better than the turnover. No, I mean, it's a turnover anyway if Brunson loses the jump. There's no way Tibbs is going to do this thing again, right? Like, there's no way he's going to keep Mitch off the floor again for the fourth, right? There's no way he does that again, right? There's no way. There's no way. No, there's no way. He's not that crazy, is he? And Brunson gets faked on the jump ball. Easy win for Jarris Walker. 12-point game. The Pacers, excuse me, with their starting five except for Siakam and a step back three from Turner. Now, the Pacers have been known to take some questionable shots down the stretch. The Knicks don't capitalize. They will right now. Towns wide open three doesn't fall. That is remarkable for Towns to not make that open of a shot. Hart and Turner battling in the paint. And look at Walker trying to feed Turner. It's going to be a turnover instead. Hart, got to give him some credit there, man. Cynthia said, I would have kept Landry out there still. No, he was playing too well. You know you guys take it. Sit down. The better the play, the more the easier, the better of a chance you set out, man. It's simple. You know how it goes. Marcus Miller said, CK, I need my nausea medication. It started game one. Hart with the strong take. And one. You're getting every level of Hart in this game. The good, the very bad, and sometimes with the downright ugly. But right now, some good play from Hart, forcing the turnover on the defensive side and now getting the and one. Josh Hart has shown you the entire spectrum tonight as he misses
What the hell?
the and one free throw. Here comes Tyrese Halliburton. Thinks about taking the three. Good recovery by Bridges. I think he got away with the travel there. Good switch. Now Hart's going to be on him. Hart's going to stay on Halliburton. Big screen there. Towns steps up onto Halliburton. Sidestep there. Halliburton looking to get his shot. He gets the give and go. Throws up some nonsense. Can't make the close one. And Halliburton remains to only have 2 points in this second half. Brunson thought about the lead pass to Hart. Decides not to go to it. Brunson looking at Bridges and Towns. Bridges looking to set a screen here. He'll get it. Brunson misses Bridges. Bridges gets it underneath the paint. Bounce pass to Hart. Hart with a strong take. And the Villanova connection leads to 2 points. Brunson to Bridges to Hart. The Villanova trio getting it going. Nice patience there from Bridges, because you know, if you gave that to Hart sooner, that would not have been the same shot. But the Nova Knicks get you some points. And the Knicks now holding on for dear life with a 14-point lead. 98-84. Pats Nation said Nova boys. See what happens when Hart doesn't think? I think we've been watching Hart not think all game long, bro. 50 Shades of Hart. Oh, man. I'm feeling confident we're going to win this game, but Lord have mercy. At what cost to our mental, chat? At what cost to our mental, man? Ali Urkel. Yeah, I love that nickname. Above the rim. John Global with the $5 super said, we looking good, need to close strong and repeat this effort in game 6. Knicks in 7. Shout out to John Global with the $5 super. I need to move my soundboard. I gotta move over here or something where it's closer for me to reach it. Kid Audacity said they better bring all this energy on the road and bring it back home. Yeah, the Pacers better fold under pressure. That's what I'm going to need. He said, yeah, Hart attack. Santana with the $5 super said, I use uppercase for 5 years on KFTV. Let's go, Knicks. Hart is closing well. We didn't need Hacker Mitch right now. Shout out to Mark with the $10 super said, go ahead. Talk about Hart, CK. Talk about him. Just like you and Bridges, let's go. Talk about the man. Fuel him to get more rebounds. Stop the points. He's keeping this alive despite his bipolar play. Shout out to Mark with the $10 super standing up for his guy. Finish strong, Knicks. Bring us home, Cap. Oh, my goodness. Where we at? We at 1,230 in the building. Oh, what an emotional roller coaster. Knicks looking to try and climb back in this one. This series, that is. Eddie Martin says, CK, I would still sit hard for sure. If we win this game, it means nothing. We need the same urgency on Saturday. El Dentastico with a very good point. One game at a time, though, El Dentastico. You got to enjoy the ones in front of you. Cannot think too far ahead at this point of this series. It means they can play Saturday. LOL, what do you mean? It means nothing. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We got to look at the games in front of us. Cannot think ahead. After this game is won, then that's when you look into the next one and do it all over again. And again, everybody was chatting loud about Mikal Bridges in that first half, holding Halliburton to just 2 here in this second half. And Halliburton with the turnover almost. Mathurin recovers. Neesmith for 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Anunoby. Brunson gets a rebound. And he has 30 points. Bridges getting it over to Brunson. Brunson looking for the screen. He gets it back to Bridges. Bridges back to Brunson. 5:50 remains in this one. Towns looking for the screen. Brunson finding Bridges. Bridges on the drive. He gets to his spot. That's going to go in with no hesitation. Mikal Bridges missing one shot in this second half. Doing a great job defensively. And look at, oh my goodness, Miles Turner got away with one. And the New York Knicks, they went right after him there defensively to try and get that turnover. They won't. But Bridges getting his first foul, I think, is what happened just now. But that was a great look. Everybody went to swarm the defender there. That's a great play there. Good fight there from Ben Mathurin. That was almost a turnover. Mathurin with the big shot there. No good. Rebounded by Anunoby. Brunson trying to get Bridges to come out the way. There's a lot of defenders there in front of him. Bridges doing a good job trying to keep Halliburton away. Extra pass to Hart. Hart, oh my goodness, throws it to the corner to Anunoby. Towns, oh, what a 3. Oh, it doesn't go in. It looked good, though. It looked good. Lead pass to Siakam. Good recovery. Bridges got to stay in front of him. And Siakam, golly, man, that's just a couple of long wingspans right there because it looked like Bridges got him. But Siakam with the big make. And now Bridges bringing the ball up the court. A 16-point game, 86-102. 13 seconds remain on the clock. Towns now picking it up at the top. He finds Brunson. Brunson now on the drive. Brunson with the mid-range pull. And Jalen Brunson. What a play by JB. Pascal Siakam. Good stop there from Hart. Oh, Hart gets lost on the spin. Siakam too open. Can't get the finish. Hart rebounds. He finds OG. OG really wanted to do it. He won't do it. He goes after Turner. Pump fakes about 85 times. Throws it up. It's short. Passes over to a wide open Bridges for 3. Can't get it to fall. Towns and Bridges with some huge 3 balls that just won't go down. Nice sidestep. And the no foul. Towns and Bridges with opportunities to get the crowd to erupt, and they both miss them. But the Knicks still holding on to a 16-point lead, 88-104. 3:48 remains. Hart finding Brunson. Brunson back to Hart. Hart looking around. Hart back over to Brunson. Brunson going to go with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Bounce past to Hart. Hart's going to have to shoot in.
What the hell? Oh my God! No way!
Why is Hart doing this to my heart, man? I can't. I can't, bro. I just can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. He said, CK, this team is going to kill me. Oh, my gosh, man. Timeout called by who even knows, bro. Oh, Lordy Lord. Elizabeth. That's the sound. You know what? I need that soundbite with Towns. Where's my notepad? I lost my notepad. There's so much chaos on my desk, bro. Elizabeth. Man, this damn don't share it. Oh my God, bro. Real ones know what that's from, bro. Real ones know what that's from, bro. I'm coming home, Elizabeth. You guys get it. You guys get it. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I can't. I'm coming home to see. I'm coming to see you. I can't. Josh only has 3 turnovers. It feels like 6 and 8 in this game. Shaking my head. Sanford and Son. Yep, Patrice. Yep. Yeah. He said Hart played better, bleeding. Yeah, I gotta laugh, bro. This is how I deal with hard situations. I laugh at them, bro. This is. I'm sorry. I'm broken, bro. I'm broken, bro. All right, we good though. 16-point lead, 3:26 to go. The Knicks do not throw this one away. Halliburton almost got his first bucket of the fourth. Great recovery between Towns and Bridges, but Halliburton gets that one to fall. His first points in the fourth quarter. Hart now picked up by Siakam. Hart having a hard time dribbling right now. Thank God for the foul. Reaching is Pascal Siakam. Way to stay strong. Where's Mitchell Robinson, chat? Like what are we doing? What are we doing? And don't tell me, well, the heck of Mitch, CK. Well, then cool. Put us in the bonus at the end of the game. We up. I don't care. Towns with the inbound. Towns now back to Brunson. Brunson extra pass to Bridges with the move. Bridges goes to Hart. OG wide open. Oh my goodness, these kill shot threes not going in for the Knicks. Knicks don't get the loose ball. Hart with it. He finds Towns. Towns thought about it. Towns on the drive. He goes up for the big dunk. Instead gets an and one. Beautiful. God, beautiful by Towns. The Knicks had 3 threes that all missed trying to go for the kill shot. Towns at the top, Bridges in that corner, OG in that corner, and Towns said, I have a 3. But let me go and get this easy 2, which turns into a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Thank you, Towns. Karl-Anthony Towns playing on 5 fouls, by the way. He says, CK losing his breath. It's all right. Look, man. If this is our last game of the season, I'm going out swinging, bro. You don't get this energy out of me, bro. 90-106. Big Lion. The Big Lion. Oh, boy. Big free throw for Towns here. 90-106, 16-point lead for the Knicks. Towns blows the free throw. Still a 16-point game here for the Knicks. Comes down to defense, and it looks like like I told you guys, I didn't expect him to do it so soon, but it looks like Rick Carlisle has already waved the flag. He said, bet. He has gone to his bench. Jarris Walker, Toppin, Nembhard, McConnell, Ben Shepherd. Knicks still, this one's not over until the final buzzer. And look at extra pass there. Look at Towns. Mikal Bridges, a lot better in this second half compared to the first. And the extra pass to Towns. Towns getting it going. Step back from Nembhard. Nembhard no good there. Rebounded by Jalen Brunson. And the Knicks now looking a lot more confident here with this 18-point lead. The Knicks now have 2 more chances after this win to take this and do something that hasn't been done in years. Brunson for the kill shot. Brunson no good. Rebounded by Towns. Towns no good. Knicks just having a hard time hitting those final blows. 1:33 remains. Jarris Walker throws it way in to the right. And now we all can kind of relax. Oh, we made it this fourth quarter. Head scratcher to say the least. But the job is not done as the Knicks now have to go and get it done in Indiana. I know that there's going to be a lot of conversation about Game 7, Knicks in 7, this, that, and the third, but the biggest game of this series will be Game 6 in Indiana. Knicks are one of the best road teams in the playoffs this season, but the pressure is on. Oh my goodness. What a wacky game, chat. What a wacky game. Shout out to the 1300 in the building. We almost made it. We almost made it. Not to the last ticker. You know how it goes. We almost there, Paula. We almost there. Kid Audacity ain't no relaxing at all. Y'all better get as many naps in, as much sleep as you can get tomorrow. Give your heart a rest. Because we doing this all over again on Saturday, bro. Hallie got hands on him the entire game. I love it. Yep, Bridges. We told Bridges to take notes from Landry Shaman, and he did just that. He held Halliburton to 4 points. No, not even that. He held Halliburton to 4 points in the second half. Shout out to Mikal Bridges. But more so than that, the team defense. Like, I felt like, and again, this is what's going to piss me off if the Knicks don't do this in Game 6. I don't care if it's on the road. The Knicks defense in this game, everybody did a great job of staying on a man. The switches in this game, the switches were with a purpose in this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't just half-ass switches, maybe sometimes switch, maybe sometimes we drop. No, the purpose was there on the defense from the Knicks today. We've got to do that every game until we out of the playoffs. Presta Chua now driving, almost losing the handle, shoots it over. Bryant doesn't get the bounce. Shout out to the super by Santana, $2. Said Spike put on this shorty costume. Yep. Wait, what? Spike put on his shorty costume. You talking about his fit? Stupid, bro. Inbound there to Thomas Bryant, but it's a lot of extracurriculars between Bryant and Achua. Let me see what supers I missed as the final moments of this game are underway. Pats Nation, $2 super said, go New York, go New York, go. Keep this energy in Game 6. Amen. Laid back, 91, $2 super said, focus on Game 6, y'all. We'll end with the $5 super said, Tibbs treating Mitch like the younger sister from Family Matters who never appears again.
Tragic.
Another steal there from the Knicks. And even in garbage minutes, Hart is on the floor. Josh Hart has not sat down in this second half since he checked in. $5 super from NYC B-Ball. He said whoever gave Mikal the nickname Michaela needs one for Hart. That's a nickname that is not sticking. That's for y'all. I ain't going to call him that. $5 super from Mark said, not gonna lie, I have Hart with the double-double on my parlay today. LOL. Need 3 more rebounds, so I'm very biased. Did he do it? Oh, Hart did. Well, congratulations to you, Mark. And Huck Porty getting some playoff minutes. Also, I just saw someone join the franchise. Shout out to Real Talk LLC for becoming a franchise member. Appreciate you. A 19-point game right now. Deuce fouling to get the subs in. Ay, ay, ay. Big ovation from the crowd. Iris Cox with the $20 super. Knicks have a big game 6 coming on Saturday, so buckle up, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, because we're going to be doing this all over again. Knicks are 2 games away from doing something that hasn't been done in decades. Deuce McBride brings the rock up. All the final subs are in. Huck Porty getting his first minutes. Actually, he got some minutes in the first round or second round, one of the two, I forgot. But Huck Porty has played some playoff minutes early. Not many, but he's played. Big screen there from Huck Porty. Deuce McBride finding Huck Porty, spins and gets the dunk in the chat, and the crowd loves it. Quick movement there from Ariel Huck Porty. And look at Nembhard just pushing him out the way for the easy layup. 13 seconds remain. They're going to dribble it out. And this one's over, ladies and gentlemen. Your New York Knicks live to fight another day. There will be no Pacers elimination in New York. Halliburton in an elimination game only puts up 8 points. Off of a phenomenal defensive night from Mikal Bridges and Landry Shamet. Karl Anthony Towns, 24 points on a positive 26 for the night. Jalen Brunson wasted no time in this one. And from the start was shooting and never looked back. 32 from JB, 5 assists, 5 boards from JB. Oh! You know what we got to do, man. Play the damn song. Shout out to my guy, Sky Zoo. Hit the track. Let's get it, man. We got game 6 coming up. It's a big one. Post game coming up next. Shout out to Freeway Hustler 21, $2 super. The job is not done. The job is not done. KG with a beautiful comment. He said, this mountain is still high, but they didn't give up. KG spitting. It ain't done until it is done. OW, $2 super say Tracy Morgan, save that liquid gold for next game, man. Shut up, OW. Shout out to Chuck D in the building. He said, I ain't smiling. Let's go. That's the attitude the Knicks need to have as well, man. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody get some damn rest because this job is not over. The big one is on Saturday. That game right there will be the biggest of the series. The pressure is on Indiana. We got to go in there and show our great play on the road. Can Indiana finish the job? Their opponents are waiting. Or is it our opponents? Only time will tell. But shout out to the mods and members in the building. Shout out to all the supers. We appreciate you. Will Rose, I see you, brother. Alan C, Dimitri, J. Cole. Before we talk about my members and mods, let's talk about everybody over here on KnicksFanTV. Shout out to Magic. No sleep, Tibbs. Lock in and do ish right. Shout out to Frank White, bro. This game's over. Let's talk next game. We still have work to do. Amen. Shout out to SPO. I cannot say her name, but SPO, you know who you are. Appreciate you. Kid Audacity, Kylix, B Mills, Game Hunter. Shout out to everybody. El Dantastico, Geo Slap. Shout out to all y'all over on KnicksFanTV, holding it down as per usual. But shout out to my mods and members here on the play-by-play. You know the vibes. Also, shout out to everyone in between. Eddie Marr, I see you. Dev, I see you. Samuel Ramos, I see you. Mike Nitro, KG Sevenfold, K-Dot, Scott Novak, DJ Segwan. Shout out to Anonymous, Will N. Shout out to the Mighty Reds, J Nice, Too Nice. I see you. JC, I see you, brother. Shout out to Gregory Weiner, NYC B-Ball, Jet Life. Chuck D, no smiles, all business. I'm here for that. Let's go. Above the rim. Let's go. American Ron, $5 super. Watching from Iraq, Knicks in 7. We appreciate your service and shout out to you, man. Come on. Come on. This game is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. I'm sorry, this channel is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. The play-by-play brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Boy, CK2K. Download the app. Use that promo code KFTV. I'm out of here, man. I am out of here. Big game on Saturday, man. Post-game coming up next. Enjoy that show. But in the words of everybody here, job is not done. Shout out to the super by Peter K. NYK. I appreciate you. Huge super, by the way. $10 super, by the way. Job is not done, people. History is still in the balance. Can the Knicks get it done? We're going to find out Saturday. Lock in, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys then. Post-game coming up next. I'll be your host, CK2K. Let's go.